Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. It's the Low Live. It's me, Paul, from Paul's Beer Reviews, and I'm doing a Saturday afternoon live stream. I haven't done one of these in a long, long time. Long, long time. I used to do this every week. Some of you may remember back in the dark days of the pandemic. I was doing it pretty much every Saturday afternoon, and it was quite good fun. And I got to know a lot of you guys during that process. But yeah, life has changed and we're kind of back to normal. And yeah, it's been a while. So we're back now. We're back. I've got a day off work. Well, I got a weekend off work technically. And yeah, I got a couple of hours to kill this afternoon. So I thought I'd come and sit and have a couple of beers and say hello to everyone, see who's about. Um, it looks like we've got a couple of people in the chat already. Beer Dog, Chris, hello, sir. He says, good afternoon, all. I hope everyone is well. I hope you're well, Chris. Good to see you in here, mate. Appreciate it. Beardy Beer Reviews is in. Brett, how are you, sir? Hello, Paul and Beer Dog. What's up, my dudes? How are you, buddy? How are you? Hope you're well. Good to see a couple of you in already, which is fantastic. Very cool. You never know when you do these things if anyone's going to bother tuning in. You know, it's Saturday afternoon, people are busy. I suppose a lot of people have just been paid as well, haven't they? I've got a couple of hours to kill this afternoon. I'm going out this evening. It's the wife's birthday today. She's She's in the garage at the moment doing a run on the treadmill, keeping herself busy, and she's leaving me to it to have a few beers. So here we go. Who else is it? Joel Morris is in. He says Jurgen's gone. Not Liverpool can go get Slippy G. Would you want Slippy G? Would you want Stevie G? I think it's a bit. I think it's a bit soon for him, isn't it? Steven Gerrard, the Liverpool job. I really do. I'm gonna wet my whistle. Cheers, everyone. Just out of interest, I'm on a Hofbrau Munchnerweiss. I haven't had a Weiss in ages, but I've had this one sitting in the fridge for a little while. So yeah, thought I'd get started with one of those. First time I've actually tried this. So there you go. Hello, Paul. Good to see you, Jonathan. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. I swear, as soon as I start a live stream or something like that, my phone starts going mad. I've got messages and all sorts coming through at the moment. It's been quiet all morning. Brett says, I'm getting there. I hope you're both okay. I stopped my post-punk goth music trip to tune in. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Always appreciate it when someone comes in and watches this. You literally could be doing anything in the world. You could be anywhere in the world. And the fact that you're sitting there watching this, it is massively appreciated. It really is. So how is everyone? How is everyone? Many happy returns to Abs. Yes, thank you, Chris. Yes, she's it's her birthday today, and it's also her cousin's birthday in a couple of days' time. And we're going out tonight, having a party at a pub, a nice kind of restaurant slash pub down the road this evening. So we've got that from about 7:30ish. So I'll have a couple of beers here, pre drinks with you lads, with you monsters, and then yeah, I can go and get myself sorted out. I've read that one, haven't I? Black Armband Day, the day after. Xabi Alonso all the way for me. Look at the Liverpool fans, they're all emotional. All things have to end, don't they? They all have to end. Xabi Alonso. Yeah, everyone's getting excited about Xabi Alonso, what he's doing at Leverkusen at the moment. I mean, what he is doing is, I mean, that's like FIFA cheat code levels, isn't it? They're still unbeaten, aren't they? I think he's had like 26 games in charge or something, 23 wins, 3 draws. I haven't lost a game all season. I mean, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous levels. But it's Leverkusen, you know? He's got a bunch of players there that are obviously bought into what he's trying to do. To suddenly pick him up and take him out of that situation, put him into Liverpool, where there's a lot of big players, a lot of egos. These things don't always transfer that way. So I would be interested to see. I would like to see Xavi Alonso maybe get another crack at a slightly bigger club, but not quite Liverpool stature. I think. I mean, things don't work like that. I think if Liverpool approached Xabi Alonso, it'd be hard for him to turn it down, wouldn't he? But yeah, I'd like to see Xabi Alonso protected. Is that kind of the word? Because I think he could be outstanding. The record that he's got with Leverkusen is ridiculous. Jonathan Martin says, Slinky time soon. Slinky. Slinky time soon, as in Slinky. Slinky IPA. You have to elaborate, Jonathan. I don't recognise the name. Did you see the video of the piano man in London getting harassed? But I did. I was talking to John about this the other day. I didn't know about it until John brought it up. Yeah, what is that about? I can only assume that the Chinese guys had history or were known by the authorities. That's all I can think of. Captain Mix says, happy birthday, Abby. I mean, she might even pop in at in a minute once she's finished her run. Big Doss is a great way to start my week off. Mine and Shane's anniversary on Monday. Oh, happy anniversary for Monday, my friends. Fantastic. Happy anniversary to you guys. Hope you have a lovely day. It looks like Liverpool will get Alonso. Yeah, it would. Yeah, in terms of, he's a former Liverpool player. He's doing a great job coaching. I think it would be the media's easy go-to option, wouldn't it? You don't have to put much imagination into it. Xabi Alonso, Liverpool, makes sense. George is in. Zabs says, well, Jesus, all downhill now. It's going to be the big 3-0 next year. It's catching me up. Brett says, I'm not drinking until I see Harry and Adam at the end of next month. Oh, the end of next month. Goodness me. Has anyone in here done dry January? Have anyone not had a beer all month? Anyone tried that nonsense? I bang against that. I bang against the dry January thing. I just don't see the point. I really don't. It's damaging to the industry. And what's the point? You're just going to hit it hard as soon as February starts, aren't you? So Zidane and Luis Enrique also being linked with the job. I think Luis Enrique gets linked with every single job going. He was linked with the Spurs job. Thank God we didn't get him. Zidane, again, I think the jury's still out on Zinedine Zidane as a coach. His record at Real Madrid can't be knocked, but he's a Real Madrid legend. And if you're going to listen to someone at Real Madrid, it would be Zinedine Zidane, wouldn't it? Ange Boo at Liverpool, keep your mitts off. I like Ange. I like what he's doing at Spurs. I think give him a couple of years. I reckon we could be dangerous. The Vagabond, good man. So he's going to be drinking the Slinky Vagabond. So yeah, Creative Juices Brewing Company. That is our core American IPA, and I'm very proud of it too. I think it's an outstanding IPA. If you've not tried it yet, go order some. It is genuinely. I'm not just saying that because I work there, but I think it's a cracking IPA. I really do. Excuse me. God, this is a gassy bugger, isn't it? Whew. 2 mouthfuls. Hofbrau's Munch Device. I've never had it before. I love their lager. I love the Hellas lager. It's a cracking beer. Turns out some of them work for the Chinese embassy. So they shouldn't be in the first place, then, should they? They've stitched themselves up then. Went out last night and woke up with 4 beer glasses. I remember them days. Going out to the pub, sneaking out with half a pint, nicking the glass. I've still got an old Foster's glass I nicked from a pub. I must have been about 17. And for some reason, I've just never had the heart to throw it away. And it hasn't broken yet. The good ones. It's a proper glass. Beard Dog says, I prefer Try January. Trying beers I've never had before. My friend, I am on your level. That's exactly where I'm at. I've been trying lots of different new beers this month. And with my job, being a taproom manager, obviously I'm in charge of buying the beers in. So I get all sorts of beers sent to me. And it's been anything but dry this month, to be honest. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Jonathan says, I tried dry January, got told off for being grumpy. Not allowed to do it anymore. See, it's bad for your mental health. You're like, it's a beer should be about relaxing, having a laugh. When you take that away from you, it can have negative effects, right? I'm sticking up for all lads here and ladies. They like their beers as well. Chucky says, I'm doing dry January. Gone this long because I drank a hell of a lot during Christmas. but looking to break it early today, going for a meal at Turtle Bay, gasping for a lager. My friend, it sounds like you've earned it. Sounds like you've earned it, mate. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Adventure Nomad, hello. Says, I did dry January. I did dry January the 1st. It was horrible. Yeah, I failed that. I failed that. In the first few seconds, I had a glass of champagne. So, yeah, that's not going to happen, is it? One of them was there you go. Chinese spy. See, the plot thickens. He had 3 Brewdog glasses and a Northern Monk glass. You can keep the Brewdog glasses. I'll have a Northern Monk one of you. I haven't got a Northern Monk glass. Joel says, I tried dry January. But I had a rum after 3 hours. There you go. There you go. Like I say, going into New Year, fact is, most people are drinking. You know, I think dry January it's from the 2nd, is it? Is it from the 2nd of January? Is that allowed? Who doesn't have a glass of champagne at New Year? Or a good beer, you know? Catsmeat says, you can't beat that first drink after work on Friday. Oh, you know it. You know it. I used to love that. Those days don't work for me anymore because I'm at work on Friday. But yeah, when I used to do the grafting in the gardens full time, well, you got home. Half the time I didn't even go home. I went straight to the pub from work, jumped out the van, parked up, and not in that order, obviously. If I was the car, just would have rolled itself. Yeah, parked up, got out the van, and that first pint of lager on a warm Friday evening. Oh yeah. David Wilson is in. Hello, David Wilson. How are you, sir? Lovely to see you in. I hope you're well, buddy. Is anyone having a beer? Is anyone having a beer yet, or is it just me? 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, hit and miss, isn't it? It's a dodgy time. I'm doing pre-drinks. I've got a few good German beers that I want to get out of the way. Hope make some space in the fridge. I've got a new beer fridge, by the way. Oh, I'm knocking my table. It's behind me. Can't really see it. Not a good shot. I've got a new beer fridge for Christmas. Very happy with it. It's got a light in it, so I can actually see what's in there now, which is nice. I was getting into a bad habit where I was forgetting what was in there. I was forgetting what was in the fridge because I couldn't see in it. Open the door and I'm like, oh yeah. Now I've got a light, I can keep on top of what I want to drink. Good, thanks. How's you and Abby? We are well. We are very well, thank you very much. I say we're going out later. It's Abby's birthday today. So I treated her to breakfast in bed. We took the dog for a nice long walk. And we've been relaxing. Abby's decided to go for a run. It's on the treadmill, and I'm coming for a couple of beers. I'm getting myself warmed up for tonight. But we're good. How are you, Dave? Hope you're well, mate. I hope to see you on the road this year. Beer festivals. Bobby's in. Hello, Bobby. What's up, everyone? How are you, sir? Hope you're well. Dave Wilson says, washing in a bar. See, that's commitment. That's commitment. So he's out and about, enjoying a beer, but he's still tuning in. I'm loving that. I am loving that. Beardo says, I've got a glass of Midnight Sun on the go. What's that one? What's Midnight Sun? Not familiar with that. Is that a beer? Is that a cocktail? Chucky says, yeah, I started on the 2nd of January. I know you're predominantly a beer man. Have you tried any of the flavour Krakens, black cherry and roasted coffee? I haven't. I don't mind a Kraken as well. I kind of adopted a bottle of Kraken over Christmas somehow. I had a load of my mates over. We get together at Christmas and we normally go get dinner. And it's kind of the friends and the wives. And every year they balls it up. You can go to a restaurant. This is just my opinion. You can go to a restaurant any time of the year and it's fine. You go at Christmas, they always balls up. There's always something wrong. And it's usually about at least 20 of us that come together. And there's always something goes wrong. Either they haven't got the food or they haven't got enough seats or something stupid like that. So we decided this year, let's just go to someone's house. Let's just have a house party instead. And we volunteered to host this Christmas. So everyone came to us. And I said there was plenty of drinks, plenty of spirits, plenty of beers. But everyone brings something, don't they? Everyone wants to bring something. Yeah, someone brought a bottle of Kraken. And it just so happened that we had a little one left over. So that got finished. But the new one's just sat there. So, yeah, I don't mind a Kraken. I don't mind a Kraken spiced rum. But I've not tried the other ones. The black cherry. That does sound interesting in a rum. Roasted coffee. Are they like readily available, Chucky? Can you sort of get them in supermarkets, that sort of thing, or is it like an online jobby? John is on it. He's having a slinky to start. See where it goes from there. Good man. Good man. I've got a few cans of our bitter. John, next time you come into the tap room, mate, come say hello and I'll get you a case of the bitter because we've got a few that have just gone out of date. We've got loads of cans left of it because we're not allowed to sell it. So anyone who knows, just give me a wink. I'll sort you out a case. I would like to see a review on a good Czech beer. I've been going down that route lately. I've done a few Czech reviews over the years on the channel. The quintessentials, you know, the Staropramen and the Pilsner Urquell and the Budvars, you know, a few of those. Depends what you're looking for, really. Depends what sort of beer you're looking for. David Wilson says this year's putty is very average. That's the thing with putty. It's a debate every year, isn't it, mate? It comes out every year. It's probably the most like hyped craft beer release of the year, and it seems like it's been like that way for a good 3-4 years now. My opinion of putty, it's always a solid double IPA, but I've had better double IPAs from Verdun, not just, you know, that's excluding all other breweries. I've had better double IPAs from Verdun. So why putty gets all the hype, I'm not sure. I think they should get behind some of their other ones because yeah, they do better. They do better double IPAs. And I've got a keg of it at work. Had it delivered yesterday. So I'm going to be having putty on draft at work. So I'm hoping that the hype remains and that people will come in and drink it. I'm going to put that on the line next week. Hopefully people come in and drink it because it was an expensive bloody keg. Let's put it that way. The price of that beer is astronomical. Way too much. But if it gets people in the door drinking beers, it does the job. John Morris says, someone made a remix of the man shouting. Shouting, doing, touch. People love doing that. There was that video of that baby sitting in the snow, chatting baby talk, and that's been remixed like a dozen times. Some people got too much time on their hands. It's a 4.2 session IPA. Got it in this month's Beer 52. Who brews it? Who brews that one? Midnight Sun. It's a great name. Great name. John says, ooh, nice. You know it makes sense, huh? Jim says, everyone tell Abby happy birthday. Yeah, like I say, she'll probably pop in at some point and say hello. So, yeah, everyone can wish her a happy birthday to her face then. But, yeah, she's getting old. She's getting old, mate. It's catching me up. David saying hello to Jim. Jim's hello to Mr. Wilson. Everyone's chatting, which is a beautiful thing. Chucky says, yeah, most supermarkets do the free flavours of Kraken. I got mine from Tesco. Oh, well, there we go then. I've got no excuses. Perfect. I'll have to get down there and have a look. Red ale I'm on now from Wantsum called Red Rattle. Is lovely. That does sound good. I do like a red ale. I'm really into my red beers, red IPAs in particular. I love them. Are you in a Wetherspoons by any chance, Dave, or are you at another pub? The pub I'm going to tonight has apparently there's quite a good car selection. But it's because it's in Bedfordshire, we get a lot of like Chiltern Brewery beers and Tring beers and things like that. I do like a good real ale, but I do lean more towards my sort of crafty, colder things. But when the weather's like it is, I mean, it's got chilly again, isn't it? It got mild last week, and the last couple of days or so, its temperature's gone down again. So I probably will have a few cask ales tonight, I think. Brad Evans, oi oi! Hello, son. It's the Bradosaurus. How are you, fella? Thank you for joining us. Hope you're well. George P says Nigel Farage for PM. Ooh, that's a debate right there. I'll leave it. I'll leave it. It'd just be nice to have a prime minister who actually does their job, wouldn't it? But I can't get into it. I'll just get annoyed. Hi, Brad. Hope you and the ladies are well. Yeah, it's got a few of them to look after now, Bradders. Jim said hello to Brad. This is beautiful. brewed by Roomies. Who are Roomies? Never heard of them. Never heard of Roomies. That's a new one on me. That is a new one on me. I've got to say, this is it's a bit of an average vice, this beer. Hofbrau's lagers are stunning, but that is a little bit underwhelming. I'm sure most of you have probably tried that one. The Münchner Weiss from Hofbrau. It's doing the job, but it's a little bit wishy-washy. Kind of floral and citrusy and not a lot else going on with it. Bobby says, real ale fan here. Red ale fan. There you go. Sorry. Red ale fan. Yep, me too. Love a good red ale. I really do. Really do. Just the malt character on a red beer. Oh, I love it. Love it. I fancy one now. Fancy one. Nice red ale. Beer Dog saying hello to David and Jim. Chuck says, fair play to Abs for running on her birthday. Have you been doing any cardio this year, Paul? Not really. Not yet. The only cardio I really do these days is lifting kegs from one end of the brewery to the other. And I do a bit of gardening when the weather's good still. I have Mondays and Tuesdays off every week. And if the weather's good and Abby's working, I will go gardening. I still kept some of my customers, some of my older customers. You know, you get the elderly people who, you know, they like their garden to be looked after, but they're a little bit nervous about approaching new people to do it for them. So I kind of took that into account when I took on my job at the brewery. I kind of kept them so I could look after them and make sure that their garden's good for them. So I still got a few of those. So yeah, to be honest, that's my cardio. A couple of days a week gardening, chucking kegs about the brewery and walking my dog. I do need to get some more cardio because I'm actually on a diet at the moment. I'm trying to lose a bit more weight. I lost a few stone a couple of years ago, and then I put most of it back on again the year after. So I'm trying to lose it again. But I do need to up my cardio. Working at a brewery, you don't do anywhere near as much cardio as you do when you're outdoors gardening. That's for sure. But yeah, Abby's bang on it at the moment. She likes running. Me, I can't run unless it's on grass. I've got dodgy knees and I'm heavy. I'm not made for it. I used to be able to run a lot when I played rugby and my football days, but I'm too heavy for running now. My knees will fall to pieces if I try that. Trilby Phil, here he is. Here he is. His Vikings assemble. Trilby, how are you, son? How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Awesome to see you in. James, hello to Chris. Beard Dog, hello to Trilby Phil. At least she's still got all her hair and no grey hairs yet. Nah, she's still very much a brunette, Abby. Not like me, though. I've got a few sneaking in now. Anyone else got grey sneaking in? Side of my head, I've got grey sneaking in now. I don't like it. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for grey hair. I'm not ready. Is 42 young for grey hair? I feel like I should have a few more years of ginge before it all turns into grey. My beard's still ginge, though. That's safe. That's all good. Bad to Lord Trilby. He's in a new independent in Farnham, Surrey called Borough Beer House. Highly recommended. They have cask, keg, and cans. That sounds ideal. I'd love a cask on at Creative Juices. Just I've got like a little corner table. I'd love to have a cask on there every now and then. Jim saying hello to Phil. Grant Echo Sonic, hello. Says popped into my local big Sainsbury's and picked up a new Polly's Pale. Just 2 bodies. A Northern Monk Hazy called Outcast and a Tiny Rebel IPA Hadouken. Great name. I would have one now, but not cold. I'd be interested to see what they're like. There's a lot of chat, isn't there, at the moment about the state of craft beer in supermarkets. I think I haven't been drinking as much beer from the supermarkets lately, to be honest, and it's from what I'm hearing that the standard has gone down a bit. But the truth is, supermarkets ain't paying the breweries enough money, so inevitably you're going to get a lower standard of beer. But I would be interested to see if they're still doing some good ones. Phil says, hello, Vicar. How's it going, Chris? Everyone chatting. This is great. Trilby says, hello to Jim. Thanks hello to Phil and Trilby. Beatles, not bad, Phil. And yourself. Oi. Good, thanks, Chris. This is awesome. Jorpy, Real Madrid 2018 or Liverpool 2018-19? I said, who were the better side? Was 2018, was that the Gareth Bale year? Was that the Gareth Bale final? Or was that previous? Oh, wasn't that long ago, was it? Can't remember now. Can't remember now. Oh. Every time Liverpool met Real Madrid in the final, they got done, didn't they? It's the thing with Liverpool and Real Madrid. They're synonymous, aren't they? Synonymous with the Champions League. There are certain teams that are just connected to certain competitions. There's nothing you can do about it. Even Real Madrid have been average domestically. They've still gone and won Champions Leagues. Really weird. Really, really weird. You just can't pull them away. And it's the same for Liverpool. Now, Liverpool, how many Champions Leagues have Liverpool won now? 5, 6, 7? Ridiculous. But they've only won one league title in 30 years. It's mad. Can we have a PM who doesn't want to render armed forces to Ukraine? It'd just be nice to have a PM who looks after the people. Who just takes control of what's going on, because we're on a hiding to nothing, aren't we, at the moment in Britain? It's a mess. It's a proper mess, and I don't feel like any of the leaders are interested in doing anything about it. That's what bothers me. They're so worried not to offend people rather than actually looking after people. I don't know. B-Dog says on to number 2, Ort Cloud, a 4.5% hazy IPA from Tuol. Tuol do some good beers. I've not had a Tuol for a while, but they do some good stuff. Phil says, I'm hanging like a broken clothes hanger. Oh dear. Sounds like Trilby was on the sauce last night. What was you up to last night, Trilby? Was you doing was you on the town, or was you doing a live stream or something? Just imagine Phil sitting there going, oh, I want a beer, but I can't do it. Can't do it. George P said Farage would be good, I think. Interacts and listens to the public and talks on major issues the majority are more concerned about, and is patriotic. He certainly seems to be patriotic. I mean, I don't trust any politicians personally. I question their morals. I question their agendas. I think most politicians are in it for the money, in my opinion. They're all very well off, aren't they, these people? All well-to-do. And they come from well-to-do families as well, which I always find a little bit dodgy. They wouldn't have people like us in government. They don't want people like us in government, because we know what's actually going on out there. These people don't seem to know what's really going on. And, I think most MPs have an ignorance is bliss kind of approach to politics, personally. But there you go. Abby's only got a walk, didn't she? You can say hello.
Hi.
It's Abby. We've had lots of people saying happy birthday to you.
Oh, thanks.
Lots of people saying happy birthday. She's in. I'll catch up with the chat. I'll get to the bottom of the chat. Here she is. It's the birthday girl.
Hi.
How was your run?
That's all right. My legs are like chilly though.
Your legs feel like chilly. What are you drinking?
Some coffee.
What's a coffee?
With hazelnut syrup in it.
Treat
Because
yourself.
Someone sent me some syrup for my birthday.
Oh, nice. That's not what just came, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
The Amazon guy turned up just as I was about to switch on the live stream. Timing was immaculate. So there you go. Lots of happy birthday wishes coming through. David Wilson, happy birthday. Craft Beer Hub, Mark's in. Hey up, Abs.
Thanks.
Happy birthday. Jim saying happy birthday, little lady. Loving it.
Thank you very much.
I need to get back to the chat. Where was I? Sorry. We were
I
chatting.
know, I distracted you.
Yes, distracted me. Sorry. We were talking politics, which I don't really want to do too much. Grant says, annoying. I was in Farnham earlier. There we go. Brad says, Chilby, good night then. Chuck says, are you worried Liverpool will snatch Ange? No, not really. I don't think. I know Ange he's obviously a career man. As soon as Spurs came knocking, he left Celtic, but I can't see him leaving Spurs to go to Liverpool after a season somehow. That would be very odd. And I don't think Liverpool's that much. I'm going to annoy some Liverpool fans here, but I don't think Liverpool is that much of a step up from Spurs, to be honest. I think he could do things with Spurs. Give him another couple of transfer windows. Let him really mould that team, because the way Spurs are playing, the way we've improved in the 7 months that he's been in the job. It's awesome. I really enjoy watching Spurs now, and I hadn't for the best part of 4 years previous to that. So yeah, I'm well happy with Spurs at the moment. So I think Ange will be around for a little while. Phil, did you do another early with Sam? Never Liverpool 18-19. Beer Dog says, if it's brewed to a supermarket price point, inevitably the quality is going to be lower. Double-edged sword, as new drinkers of craft will think. That's what it should be like. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I had some really, really good beers from Vocation, in particular last year, and Chris in a WhatsApp group with Chris's beer reviews, and he was slagging off a Vocation beer just last night, saying, "Oh, it's awful, bloody awful." And I was like, "Where'd you get it?" And he said, "Oh, it was in Sainsbury's." And as soon as he said that, I was like, "Well, that's why." It's like you do get some good beers in supermarkets, but generally they're beers that are already part of the brewery's core range. I don't think there's very many good beers that are going into like supermarkets as like exclusive releases. They're not paying the breweries enough money to warrant them going out and putting out a top class beer for them. It just doesn't work like that. They can't afford to do it. So I think craft beer is in a very, very good place. It's expensive, of course it is, but if you actually go directly to the brewery and buy it, there's some outstanding beers out there. But just the supermarkets, you ain't going to get it. Not at the moment. David wasn't on in the morning. Vocation Life and Death is awesome. Banging IPA. That's one of my all-time favourites. I've got a silly sign up on me wall. It's one of my all-time favourite beers. I've got some in the fridge. It's one of them beers that I've always got around. Heavy Night, yeah. 6 times and a total of 9 finals. There you go. 6-time Champions League winners, 9 finals. That's mad, isn't it? That is mad. And you think Liverpool domestically, in terms of league titles anyway, haven't exactly set the world alight, but they've always seemed to have been there or thereabouts when it comes to Champions League finals. It's mad. David was said, breakfast beers would be a struggle for me. Yeah, especially the night after a sesh. Definitely. Mark is in. Says, hi, chat. How are you, Mark? Hope you're well, mate. Jimmy Guitarist, hello, mate. How are you? Says, bloody hell, we're live Saturday. I know, it's been a while, mate. It has been a while. Chilbury Phil says, car park Mark is in the building. Jules says, have you seen the Godfather film? Not for a long time. I have seen it. I have seen the original, but it's been a long old time since I've seen the Godfather, to be fair. Long time. Mark says, there's a Maidstone boy living in Norfolk. I quite enjoyed the game today. The game? I missed the game. Who was playing today? Hello, Mark. Chilbury Phil said, drinking cheap lager and a 10-year-old malt live on YouTube. A proper mess. Oh dear. That don't sound like a good combination. Not at all. Oh dear. The prices of the beers in supermarkets, they should be okay. Well, I think they're not the cheapest, are they? Because they're slowly sneaking up. The actual price of beers in supermarkets are still not going down, are they? Definitely not. It was a happy birthday, which is lovely. After a run, hydrate. Have you had your water?
I've had my water. Yeah, I've had some.
You had your water. Good.
I'm going to go shower, then I'll probably come back.
Perfect.
Have a beer after.
You've got some showers, haven't you?
Oh.
Some bloody good ones as well.
I'm sweaty.
She's sweaty and she smells like pool. Abby's going to have a shower, sort herself out, and she's going to come and have a couple of beers. Paul needs a syrup. You might just say Paul needs a syrup. I could do with a syrup. Matt says, hello, happy birthday. How's Chonks? Chonks is good. He's Abs. Where's the dog? Is he all right? Is the dog all right? Yeah, might as well. Do I bring one of his beds up? If we're both up here for a while, he might as well be here. We're going to meet him. We'll get the Chonkster. Come and get the Chonkster on camera. Chucky says, Carby Hill, whereabouts in Norfolk are you? I live in Mulbarton. Grant is next to W.H. Smith for next time you're there. There we go. Bye, man. B is in. Rich, how are you, my friend? Says, oi, Paul, mate. How are you? How are you, my friend? Hope you're well. Liverpool will go for Alonso. Yeah, that seems to be what a lot of the Liverpool fans are hoping for. We touched on it earlier. I just worry it might be a little bit too soon for Alonso. He's doing incredible things in Germany right now, but going to Liverpool is a massive step up. Hey, buddy. Hello. Do you want to come say hello? You come say hello. Come here. Come here. God, you're heavy. Oh, there he is. There's the dog.
Don't show his bits online.
It's really out front of lads. It's the chunkster. It's the chunks. Say hi. Says I can see myself. What we got to say for yourself? You can speak to the microphone.
I was going to say, if he barks, it might be really loud.
Proper staring at himself. Proper staring at himself. What's going on? Chunks. Put me down.
It's like, I want to
Put me
go.
down. I want to run. I want to do stuff. Here's the chunks. It's a 6-month-old corgi. And he's a pain in the backside, aren't you, buddy? Are you a pain? You're just staring at yourself. What's up with you?
Like, yes. Oh, I know.
He's got a beer collar. He's got a collar with beers all over it. You can speak to the microphone. Speak. So what is this? I just want to say, sausages. Good boy. Good boy. Down here.
There you go. Keep him in there.
Keep him in there.
What you got to say here?
You can keep the door open if you want. If he wanders around upstairs, I suppose.
Might go up, might go down.
Might go down. Give him the choice. Give him the choice. Where was I? Beer Dog David will Scott protect these profit margins though. Thanks, so it'd be good to check it out. Captain Meat says, I know Spurs are just as big as Liverpool because they won the Audi Cup. Shut your face. It's inevitable, mate. It's coming. Spurs are going to win something sooner or later. It's been too long. It's coming. We're also the richest club in London. And we've done that without having any oil gurus or oil money pumped into the club. We haven't cheated. That's all on our revenue. That's all our profits. And if what we're led to believe that financial fair play is going to dictate the way football works going forward, Spurs are going to be the biggest club in the country before long. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. It's going to happen. Hey, Chucky, I'm just east of this. George Beck's one of the best lagers. I've never been a fan. I've never been a fan of Beck's personally. It sells well, but I've always found Beck's. I mean, to be fair, I've not had it for a long time, but I've always found Beck's slightly chemically. Just a weird aftertaste in Beck's for me. Never really enjoyed it. But if you like it, you like it, you know. Jimmy says, I liked Klopp. Always appreciate the style of football. Always been entertaining to watch, and that's what football's all about for me. Yeah, I agree. Liverpool have always been a good side under Klopp. They've worked their nuts off. Don't necessarily like Klopp as a person. I always thought he was a bit of a whinging douchebag, but normally the best managers are, you know. He loves throwing out the excuses and moaning when things didn't go his way, though. You know, that's the only thing I didn't like about Klopp. He was a little bit nasty, you know, sometimes with his sort of post-match interviews and things. But take nothing away from him. He's a bloody good coach. Had my first drink last night. It's New Year's Eve. Woke up feeling rougher than Hagrid's beard. All these people doing these dry Januaries, I don't know. Spurs playing ridiculous football, even with 3-4 key players out. Son, Maddison, Van der Ven still playing awesome football. It is good football. It is good football. Even last night, I mean, City bossed us. City were by far the best team last night, but there were moments where Spurs just played their way out, and it was like, bloody hell, you know, that's really good. It's exciting. I think it's exciting going forward. Like I say, if Ange gets his players in, and gets that team fully fit, because we're missing a few players at the moment. Gets that team fully fit and gets a few more transfer windows. I honestly, I see no reason why Spurs can't be competing again. I think the signs are good. Coldest Beer says, I've been buying from supermarkets almost exclusively. See, I've gone the opposite way. I can't remember the last time I bought a beer from a supermarket. I just don't see the point personally. But there you go. Jimmy says, Spurs playing great football under Big Ange. Big Ange. Dave Wilson, hope you're well. Says craft beer hub. I've only had a beer. One beer. I can't talk already. Captain Meats 18, 19, 20 was Liverpool's three best squads. 1980 to 1983, 1988 to 90, and then Klopp's team. I don't need a history lesson, Liverpool. Come on, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. Craft beer in a good place. Sad times about North. Yeah, but I mean, they've just been bought by Kirkstall, so they're going to be around. They'll still be around for a while. They're still going to be brewing good beer, because the guy who owns Kirkstall is good mates with the lads who own North. So it couldn't have been a better purchase, that really, in terms of keeping them going. It's a really good transaction, and I'm glad it's happened, because North make some cracking beers, and the North Bar, it's one of the iconic craft beer venues. So it's but honestly, it's expensive. The craft beer, craft beer is expensive because the cost of it has gone up. The cost of brewing it has gone up massively. But if you support your breweries and you buy directly from them, you're still getting top beer. North are just a bad example. Unfortunately, they've like doubled their brewing capacity in the last 3 years, and they've just bitten off more than they can chew. Really, it catches up with them. What, they were 2.5 million in debt. That's a hell of a put out, and that's happened during the time where there's been a pandemic and a cost of living crisis. It's a lot of money to shell out. Timing wise, it was awful, but they weren't to know that. But honestly, I think craft beer is in a good place. I think people need to stop judging craft beer on what they're buying in the supermarkets. That's all I'm saying. Luke John is in with a new name and a new, like, every time I see Luke John, he looks different. So bloody Nora, what we got going on here then? Nothing special. Most of my reviews these days are supermarket beers as they're readily available. So hopefully people will watch one, find a brewery they like, and move on to their better beers. Yeah, that is the one good thing that's good about the supermarkets, I suppose. You can discover new breweries in there. If you like a beer, you can pretty much guarantee there'll be a better one by them on the supermarket, on the website rather than the supermarkets. Maidstone beat Ipswich 2-1 away from home in a cup. Oh, wow. Blimey. That's a bit of a shocker. Jesus. That's a bit of a shocker. Ipswich are flying, aren't they, in the league? That is an odd one. I'd like to see you do a Fury Usyk live stream. What's your prediction? I think Usyk's a much better fighter than Fury, but I've never been a fan of Tyson Fury. I'm a little bit biased. I think he's a bit of a plonker. I'd love to see Usyk beat him. Personally, I think Usyk's a better fighter, but Fury's so much bigger. It's just, can Usyk get inside? I don't know. When's the last time either of them had a fight? It's been a while, isn't it? Didn't Fury fight an old MMA fighter recently? I'm pretty sure he put Fury on his ass as well. I'll say Usyk. We'll do him. Maidstone beating Norwich's sworn enemy Ipswich. I bet it was good. Oi, what you eating? What are you eating? Bear with me. He's got something he shouldn't have. I'm sure of it. What you got? Oi. Munching on a bit of cardboard. Simo's in. Hello, Simo. How are you, mate? How are you? Good to see you here. Marking the bar, working my way through a list. Third at a time, so all good. How are you and the family? See, Dave's doing a sesh. He's trying them all. Thoughts on the Saudi Arabian League? That's just a fad, isn't it? Bit like China. Bit like the Chinese League, wasn't it? All the players that wanted a quick buck went over there and then they all came back, didn't they? Yeah, it won't last. That's my thoughts on it. Dave saying hello to Simo. Krabi Hub, not far at all then. Small world. Chubby saying hello to Simo. Chris saying hello to Simo. I think the mass exodus players from the Saudi says it all. It's been a total disaster. Yeah, they all seem to be trying to get out already, don't they? Henderson's gone to Ajax. I think Benzema sounds like he's trying to get out. I get it. They're paying astronomical amounts of money, but you're playing in front of like 2,000 people. There's no football history there. There's no love for football. There's no infrastructure there. It's pointless. Absolutely pointless. Nobody grows up wanting to play for a Saudi Arabian football club, do they? Do you know what I mean? No one dreams of lifting the Saudi Arabian Cup. It's a nonsense. Hi, David. Whereabouts? Everyone good? Thank you. Hope you and yours are well. I'm saying hello to each other, which is good. I think I may be in trouble with the true ruler of this household. Just giving Tyrion a treat. Realise it's the last one in his treat jar. Oh dear. Oh dear. You're in trouble now. Tyrion won't have that. Tyrion won't have that. No. Are you a Tottenham supporter? I am. For my sins, I am a Spurs fan. There it is. There it is. George says, nice looking dog, to be fair. Yeah. Chunks. Oi. Chunks. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come on. What you got? Your obsession with cardboard. You just chews it up. Chews it to pieces. Wait. Come here. He says, no, you'll take it from me. Rascal. He's very chilled. He was very chilled, wasn't he? That was odd. Just stared at the camera like, what? What's going on? What's going on? He's a beaut. Yeah, he's a good looking lad. Still got some growing to do. Just turned 6 months last year. And he's going to be a lump. Oi! Stop it. Bloody monster. Chewing away. Can't beat a dog. Yeah, he's the best thing. Me and Abby have had this house now for a couple of years, and it's just we needed someone else running around in here, really, you know. And he's made a difference having an extra character in the house. He has got big. He's got bloody big. Abby sent me a video. It was like a little montage that Apple had done for her phone. And when we picked him up, he was about that big, and now he's a big old boy already. It's like 15.5 kilos. We had him weighed the other day. He's like 15.5 kilos. Big boy. Big boy. He's a handsome lad. I do have a soft spot for corgis. I never wanted a corgi. I never even envisioned having a corgi. We were trying to rescue a dog, and the rescue guys were making it so difficult because me and Abby both work full time. They were just like, "Nah, you can't have a dog. You know, you both work too much." And I'm like, What kind of nonsense is that? It's like, how are you supposed to feed the dog if you don't work? No, you need money to look after these things. You know, it was really odd, and we just got sick of being mugged off by rescue companies. So we ended up buying a puppy. Abby's cousin got in touch and just said, my friend Liz, who's a corgi trainer, has just had a litter of puppies. So we went to see him, which is probably the worst thing you can do. So there was no way we were leaving without a puppy. So yeah, we got Chonks. It's called Chonks because he was the biggest in the litter. But yeah, he's growing. He's growing at a rate of noughts, that's for sure. What have I missed here? A lot, apparently. Hands up, the Spurs fans. Other shouts to Liverpool manager for me, Tima, Thomas Frank, or De Zerbi. Yeah, De Zerbi seems to get linked with jobs left, right, and centre, doesn't he? He's a good coach. Good coach. I think he's doing a cracking job at Brighton. Doing a really good job at Brighton. I think it's a shame what's happened to Graham Potter. This is what I was talking about with Xabi Alonso. I think Graham Potter moved on too quick. I think Xabi Alonso could make the same mistake if he goes from Leverkusen to Liverpool. I think it just might be too much too soon. I think he needs a little bit more time coaching and sort of having to deal with different egos and different scenarios before he takes on I mean, let's be honest, Liverpool are a monster of a football club. You know, to go from Leverkusen to Liverpool, that just might be a bit much, you know. Sir Alex or Pep? That's a toughie. That's a toughie because when Sir Alex was in his prime, football was a lot different. It was a lot different. I think Pep Guardiola's prime Manchester City team would beat Alex Ferguson's best Manchester United team, purely because the style of football was just so much better. But what Alex Ferguson did at Manchester United was incredible, and what Pep's doing at City is also incredible. you just eating that whole thing? Jesus Christ. He's going to be pooing out cardboard later. Pains me to say Fergie is the best manager in his prime. Yeah, see, I always preferred watching. I mean, Pep Guardiola's Barcelona team. That's some of the best football I've ever seen. I used to enjoy watching Manchester United under Fergie, but again, they played with wingers, and they weren't inverted wingers. They were wingers that went outside and went out of fullback. You know, they had Ryan Giggs on the left, Andre Kanchelskis on the right. They would beat a man and whip a cross in. You know, it was a rigid, established, organised team with splashes of quality here and there. Whereas Pep Guardiola's teams, every single player has been like technically gifted, and they've played with the inverted wingers. It's completely different. It's almost unfair to compare Fergie to Pep because the football was just, like I say, just completely different. Afternoon, Paul and chat. Hello, Rob. How are you, mate? Bramble Backman Brewery. Hope you're well, sir. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Rob. Hope you and Mrs. B are well. Simo saying hello to Rob. I feel like a lot of football fans have not realised to the late that most of the current Man United players have been at the club for the past 5 years should have been kicked out ages ago. Yeah, Man United are... Wait. Stop it. Come on, out. Get out of there. Nothing for you in there. Yeah, I think Man United just being run poorly, aren't they? Just being run poorly. It's just all the money that club makes, everything they got going for them, and they can't get it together. I think Ten Hag's a good coach as well. I mean, I used to watch the football he played at Ajax, the stuff he had Ajax playing. You know, you give him the tools and you back him properly with good players. Actually, get some good director of football and some good scouting. He'll do a good job at United, but they're not helping him at all. Essentially, a manager's only as good as the tools that the owners give him. You know, and it's the same with footballers. Footballers he's only as good as the system that they're playing in. You know, I'm a firm believer of that. Apart from freakish players like Ronaldo and Messi, the best players play their best football in the right system. And same goes for the manager. They need the backroom staff to be working with them. CJR is in. Nice to see you live. We'll have to go get some tins if you're on for a bit. I'll probably be on till about 6-ish, something like that. So another couple of hours or so, I would have thought. But yeah, get a couple of tins, mate. Run. Get to the shop. Sadly, they're closing the North Bar in Birmingham. They are, yes. I heard that. I suppose they had to lose one of them, didn't they? Speaking of beers, I need another one. I need a top up. I'm going to go for another German. I'm going to get a Weihenstephaner. And I've got a couple of their Fest beers left. I put a few of their October beers. Oktoberfest beers. I've got a few of them to drink. Got enough room in there. I'm going to be legit. I'm going to drink it from a stein so I look the part. Talk amongst yourselves. Thinking the microphone at every turn in. There we go. Look at that. And my Thornbridge sign. So not the most legit of me German glass. Davey Simo, oh well, thank you. They said hi, Luke. Sorry, was getting a new beer. Good man. So you should be. Sad to hear. Little Critters have closed, have they? Little Critters have had to close their web shop. Certainly can't get their beers in pubs down here. I had a couple of good beers from Little Critters. I just closed the web shop. They haven't shut shop. They haven't stopped brewing. Oh dear. Oh dear. Cheers, everyone. Oh, yeah. That's more like it. Usyk will beat Fury. Fury's on the decline. Yeah, I think Fury's been out. Like, Fury's been out too long doing silly documentaries and watching his brother and messing around WWE and stuff like that to have a proper fight. I do think Usyk's a better fighter, personally. Paul, I need to pick your brain about the best places in Memphis and Nashville. I'm off in May. Oh, nice. Nice. Nashville's great. I didn't actually go to Memphis. Never got around to going to Memphis. Wanted to, but we were on such a kind of sort of a tight schedule. We were in Nashville. Well, I say Nashville. We was in Tennessee for 3 days, and we spent the bulk of it. We were staying in Nashville. We literally had an apartment like a 10-minute walk from the Broadway Strip. It was amazing. Nashville is so good, so good. And there's some great breweries in Nashville as well. Southern Grist, in particular, are outstanding. You've got Tailgate Brewery there. You've got a really, really good bar. You can get a wicked food there, but their beer is bang average. But Southern Grist are the first one that comes to mind. Their beer is incredible. Lovely tap room as well. But yeah, if you want to chat, send me a message. I will give you some places to go. If you want some good barbecue, I can tell you some good places to get some good barbecue. If you want good music, there's some awesome bars on the Strip. One or two in particular I loved on the Broadway Strip, and the beer wasn't too expensive. They see you coming in Nashville. That's the only thing, because it's a bit of a tourist trap. You do pay over the odds for things generally, but the music is ridiculous. I mean, everyone's been to a pub and heard a live band and thought to yourself, "God, these are pretty average." Every single bar on the Strip, Broadway at Nashville, every single bar has live music, and I don't just mean in the evening. I mean all day, and they are like top class musicians. These ain't just like lads doing covers. These are top class musicians. So it's Nashville's it's a freakishly good place if you want good music and cold beer, not necessarily great beer, but cold beer. You're in the right place. But there are some good breweries knocking around, but you don't find them so much in the bars. You have to go a little bit off the beaten track to find them. Mark says, "Hi Simo, yeah, it's a bit of an embarrassing watch, wasn't it?" Fury may be a bit of a plonker, but that could just be for show and entertainment. Possibly. It'd be an interesting fight. But I would be surprised if Fury can. I'll be surprised if Fury can match up to what Usyk's doing. But then Usyk's not had a fight for ages, is he? You know, it's been a while. Gold Drake. Bloody hell, there's a name I ain't seen for a while. Blast from the past. Cheers, Paul. How you doing, mate? I'm doing well, Gold Drake. How are you? You staying out of trouble? You always seem like you was into something. What are you doing, pup? Huh? What you doing? What are you looking for now? Excuse me. Crabby, Fury looked embarrassed when he won. He got done, didn't he? Got done by Ngannou. Oi, get out of it. Don't need to eat that. Go away. Go away. Go lay down. Lay down. Shut up. Don't start. Shut your noise. Ruben Neves wanted to come home as soon as he landed out there. It seemed to be, didn't he? He didn't want to be there. Who's the other one? It's the lad that Ange Postecoglou had at Celtic, winger. Jota? I think it's Jota. He hasn't played a game. He hasn't kicked the ball out there because like something up with the registration or something like that. Get out. Come on. Pest. Let me dog. Don't get a puppy. No Gold Drake. Simo, yeah, everyone watching knew that was rigged. Yeah, it did seem like it, didn't it? That one, the Fury one. Oh, it's good. Van Stefana, their Fest beer. Still one of the best. Still one of the best ones. I do tend to buy a few of them balls. Come September time, never lets you down. Beer Dogs this afternoon, Gold Drake. Hope you well. Gold Drake saying hello to everyone. Good. A dog makes a house into a home. Do you know what? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It was getting to the point where me and Abby would be sitting there watching telly, having a chat or something, and we'd just be like, need someone else in here. Need someone else running around. And kids ain't the answer just yet. Abby's got a lot of studying and things to get on with. And with the new job and all that, it just wasn't the right time yet. So we're like, let's get a dog. Let's get a dog. I think it's just Old Peculiar next. Oh, great beer. Great beer. My local Wetherspoons have got Old Peculiar coming on tap, and I am keen to get a notification so I could drink a few cast pints of that. Come on, Paul, you're nursing your beers. I have been. I'm drinking too slow. Got to get myself half pissed at least before I go to this party. How old's Grace going to be? 21. So it's a 21st birthday party. So you know the music's going to be shocking. You know when a girl in her 20s goes, "Oh my god, I love this song." Guarantee that song is absolute shite. So I'm going to have to make sure I have a few beers tonight to get myself in the mood for it. But yes. Moving on. German lagers. Let's go. Cheers, everyone. Ten Hag will be sacked in the summer. It's not worked out the way he wanted to. See, for me, I think that's a waste of time. Why sacking? Sort the backroom staff out. Sort the board out. Don't get rid of the manager. What are you going to do? Bring in another world-class manager, but not give him a backroom staff? Chunks, get out. Do you know what it is? There's a couple of Nerf bullets down here from when me and Ava had a Nerf fight, and he's found them. He's determined to eat them. I'm trying to defend my Nerf bullets. Me and my daughter have a Nerf fight. Bullets fly everywhere, and I forget where they all are. And the dog's found them. He's like, "Oh, I love them." Cheeky snack. I don't think any manager has changed football the way Pep has in recent times. All teams now try to keep possession and press high. Pep started that in 2008 with Barcelona. Absolutely. It is incredible. It is incredible, Pep Guardiola. I ain't got a bad word to say about him. He's fallen on his feet, though. I would love to see Pep Guardiola do what Xabi Alonso's doing right now at Leverkusen, though. I would like to see him at a club where they don't have untold riches and dominance over the rest of the league. Because let's be honest, Manchester City right now, they're a dynasty, aren't they? They are, what are they, five Premier League titles in 6. If they win it again this season, that's dominance. You know, he's done a great job there, but he certainly had the money to help him out. Oi, stop it. What can I eat? It's like a bloody gremlin. There's not one player at United. Did you just go down the stairs too quick?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure whether he actually ran down the stairs or
Rolled. Sound like he rolled. His legs are too little. There's not one player at United I would take at Liverpool. Yeah, it's a good point. I think there's many United players I'd have at Spurs either. I quite like Garnacho, the young lad. He looks quite tasty. And Rashford on his day can be handy. And Bruno Fernandes, to be honest, is a good player as well. I wouldn't mind him at Spurs. But generally, no, I'm not jealous of their squad. They almost achieve brilliance in different ways. Pep is Pep, unreal football at a level that we're unlikely to see again. Fergie built a juggernaut, nearly got the Gooner a few months in. It's a thing, but coaches are of their time, aren't they? A bit like everything else. So football was it's almost unrecognisable now. That United team that won the treble in '99, I mean, they had like Jesper Blomqvist in their team, you know, in and out of the squad. David Beckham worked his socks off, but technically he wouldn't get anywhere near the Manchester City team nowadays. He wouldn't get anywhere near a Guardiola team. You know, he worked his nuts off. Roy Keane, is Roy Keane good enough? Would Roy Keane get into a City team? Would he dislodge a Rodri right now in the midfield? I don't think so. It's really odd. The players had different roles back in them days. You know, defenders defended differently. There were different players. It's really hard to compare like one dynasty to another in football. It really is. Messi is more of a system player than Ronaldo. Yeah, that's probably fair. That's probably a fair comment. Messi is the best player I've ever seen. Messi is the best player I've ever seen live. I'm lucky that I've seen Ronaldo play live. I've seen Messi play live. Messi was toying with the opposition at points during the game. I watched him at Barcelona against Spurs, Wembley Stadium in the Champions League a few years back. And this was like peak Pochettino. We got to the final that season. And Messi was just toying with us. It was like, you know, like at school where you got like a year 6 playing against year 7s. He was just couldn't stop him. And he would sit on the halfway line and he would walk around and he'd almost look disinterested. But as soon as the ball got anywhere near the halfway line, he switched on. He switched on. When he got the ball to feet, he wasn't just dribbling past players for fun. He was just picking out like beautiful passes. Easily the best performance I've ever seen live. Ronaldo I saw live playing for Real Madrid. I was in Madrid and I watched Real Madrid play Sociedad at the Bernabeu. And Ronaldo was unbelievably bad. He was so lazy, yet he scored. He scored a goal. And it was, again, the same sort of thing. He was just sitting around, walking about with his hands on his hips, didn't look interested. And I think Real Madrid caught Sociedad on the break. And I think Toni Kroos just played like a beautifully weighted pass into Ronaldo's path. Because when he goes, Ronaldo is lightning, still quick now. And he just met it. First time shot, bang. I remember it to this day. And he'd done nothing else for the rest of the game. Whereas Messi was just outstanding. Outstanding. Vine Stefan is my favourite. I didn't catch up with the chat. I'm chatting too much. Main 5 players like to see Man United boot out the club for better. Rashford, Maguire, Martial, McTominay and Shaw. McTominay is like your best player. Little Crit is still going as a brewery. That's good. Something to do with the break-ins at their warehousing unit and the landlord not willing or able to upgrade the security system. So they've had to close the web shop. Oh dear. That's not good. Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. Don't do that, Paul. Excuse me. I like the live chat members seem laid back, open to discussion, and not argumentative. Yeah, it's all about the love here, baby. It's all about the love. There's no point arguing with each other. Have a few beers, have a chat. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's all love here, mate. You're all welcome. Chris, not ideal, but at least they're still going. Yeah, I like Little Critters. They do good dark beers, Little Critters, and I love their artwork. Artwork is fantastic. Oh, that beer is gorgeous. Bread and butter. Nashville sounds like my sort of place. Jimmy, you would love Nashville. You would love Nashville. I genuinely miss it. How good was Nashville, Abs?
It was so good that that's my theme for my 30th next year.
It is. Abby's going to be the big 3-0 next year. She decided she's doing a Nashville themed party. So, yeah, it's going to be a good one. Oh, she's on the sauce. She's on the sauce.
Well, I've had 3. I need to borrow your fridge.
There's another chair there. Abby's got some sours. She's going to join us. Thank you for the Nashville tips, Paul. Trying to engineer a night in Nashville for Burial Brewing on the way to Asheville. Sorry, Burial Brewing. I've not heard of them. Not heard of Burial Brewing. Have to check them out. I love American beer. Just it's awesome. It's awesome. So good. Gold Drake. Me, Trouble. Gold Drake. That is your middle name, my friend. You are Gold Trouble Drake. That's what you are. George P. Thoughts on Neymar? Waste of good talent. When he was a kid, when he was playing in Brazil, he was ridiculous. Ridiculous. And then when he first went to PSG, Barcelona, it was awesome. But for me, he's never hit the heights that he should have done. You know, he's always had good players around him that he can work off. Undoubtedly talented, but for me, he doesn't come into the conversation for like best players, you know, elite players for me, not even close. And I think that's just down to him, his attitude. He's one of them players who likes a holiday, doesn't he? I understood he used to get himself suspended deliberately so he could go back to Brazil and go to parties and things like that. There's all these rumors that that's what he was really good at, getting suspended, you know, or injured at opportune moments. Brown was saying, good afternoon to Gold Drake. Didn't know Abby had a new job. Abby's not got a new job. It was me who got the new job. So, but I mean, you're always working, aren't you?
So I didn't know I had a new job.
I didn't know you had a new job. Yeah, it was me.
Technically, I probably will do. New job title soon.
You will have a new job title soon. Yeah, it was me. I mean, I started working at the brewery. So my schedule completely changed, you know. So I couldn't just drop my tools and do something else whenever I wanted to, you know. Going from self-employed to employed again was taking a while to get used to it, you know. But I'm glad I did it. Yeah. Oh, delicious. I need another beer.
Careful, chunks is going.
So's my beer monster. I haven't put it back on top of the fridge. What are you going for?
I'm going for the one that we got from Trillium.
Oh. So here's an American brewery, a top class American brewery, Trillium, in Massachusetts. Look at the colour of that. What's this one called?
What is it called? That?
Daily Serving.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Daily Serving Berliner Weiss. The colour of that. Ooh-wee.
Where are you getting all these things from?
Oh.
Where's he? Why has he got about 4 of those?
Don't know. Finding all my beer mats. If they haven't made it to the wall behind me, they're obviously weren't good enough. Paul Greenwood is in. But yeah, Dave, Abby's still NHS. He's still working for the London Ambulance Service, and working very hard. Afternoon all. Hello, Paul. How are you, mate? It'll be Chris Brown. Everyone's forget that Chris Brown beat the crap out of Rihanna, don't they? How's he still doing stuff? I don't get it. Any thoughts on Chris Brown still having a career? I thought people got cancelled for doing stuff like that.
No, because she went back on it, didn't she?
Did she?
I think so.
I thought he beat the crap out of her.
He did, but I don't think she took it any further.
Yeah. He's got away with one there. Got away with one. Dave sent a hello to Paul. Paul sent a letter to David. Ten Hag has been doing terrible team selections for a while. I think it's a strange one. I still, some of the football I saw Ten Hag playing at Ajax, you got that Ajax team playing. I think there's a coach there. There is a good coach there. I just think it's the wrong club for him, maybe. Some coaches just have to thrive under the right conditions, you know. Paul Greenwood, afternoon. Great, thanks, Paul. How's you? Am I chatting, which is good. Oh, visited Cloudwater and Short last Sunday. Picked up some cans. Nice. When you down the brewery next? I will be back on Wednesday. I've got my weekend off. I get one weekend a month off, and then we close Mondays and Tuesdays. So we're not open anyway. But yeah, Wednesday I'll be back. Excuse me, I'm okay, Davey, working tonight, so no beers till tomorrow. Fair play. Paul, fantastic. Did not go to Track. That is another great brewery. I'd love to go to a Track tap room. Love Track. Some people say City have done it by financial doping. I mean, how does a team like City keep buying fullbacks for 50 million quid? Well, look, they are financially doped. Of course they are. We're not, you know, but at the same time, they've done it very, very cleverly. They've used their money very well. You know, they bought the best coach. They're buying the best players. They've got a good scouting system there. They're buying in top young talent from across the world. They're not just chucking money all over the place in the same way that Chelsea are lately, you know. Manchester Union, fantastic lager, great brewery. Just need the tap room to open again, and I'll get Simo there.
Sure.
You chatted about. Scholes was a class act. Paul Scholes was a class act. He was a very good player. Very good player. Right, gonna have to dip out for a minute. Pop to the shop for some dinner. You've got to get Tyrion some snacks as well, Chris. Tyrion's going to go hungry. It's no good. You know he runs your house. That's right. Rob tap room is closed, which is a shame. Leading star, I hope he's a bit of a walk. Son for Spurs is the most underrated player in the league. His class, I hate him as a Fulham fan. You're a Fulham fan. I think Son is underrated. I do. I'll probably sound biased saying that, being a Spurs fan, but I think he is underrated. And personally, I think it's because he's Asian. I was just putting that out there. I think he's underrated because of where he's from, personally. There you go. It's always just round the corner. I went to see Spurs with Barcelona, same game. As soon as Messi got the ball, it was magic. It was a treat. It was a treat. It was a shame we had to go at Wembley for it, because that's when we were playing at Wembley, weren't we, when they were building the stadium. But yeah, he was ridiculous that night. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, 4 p.m. That's enough waiting time. Cracked a Wicklow Wolf. Oh, are they the Irish brewery? Oatmeal stout, smooth coffee and treacle. I've had beers from them. Wicklow Wolf. I remember enjoying them as well. I like the artwork on their beers. Good shout, Wicklow. Sharks in! Oi, oi! Would you keep the noise down or trying to sleep here? Cheers, everyone. What is the time here now? I don't know what time is. Time is 4:15. So what? It's 8:15 in the morning. Am I right in saying 8:15 in the morning in California right now? Shark, get up. It's time for a beer, mate. Get in the garage. Crack a beer open. Get stuck in. They saying hi to George. John's in. Nerd in motion. Hello, sexy ginger. How are you, mate? Handsome John. Handsome John. Like John's just trying to eat me there for a second. Just saw teeth. Lots of teeth. John, how are you, mate? Hope you're well. John, did you want a link? I sent you a message, didn't I? Let me. Let me open the doodah and see if I can send you a link if you want to come on for a beer. You might not. You might not. But in case you do. Oh, I don't know what my Instagram password is. That's not good about. Never mind. Hello, John. The need is here. Shh, the nerd is here. The nerd is here. Shark says, hello, Chonks' mum. Remember that AJ speech after the Usyk fight? I do. He spoke a load of waffle, didn't he? Spoke a load of waffle. I said, oh, yes, I'm going back to Boston in September. Trillium and Treehouse. Oh, God, yeah. I wanted to go to Treehouse, but never got round to it. But Trillium, I was lucky because I had a bar right by Fenway Park. So we went there a couple of times, didn't we?
We did.
And the beer is outstanding. And this is one of them. Simple artwork, daily serving, which you can't see because it's a white can and my camera does not like white. Daily serving, Berliner Weiss, 4.2%. Fruity as hell. But I had an IPA from them last year, which is behind me somewhere. It's one of the best beers I've ever drunk. Ridiculous. Fallout, Cloudwater and into track. Fallout of track into Cloudwater. Repeat and Haaland or Aguero. I mean, Haaland's got the potential to be the best striker ever. But I think at the moment, you'd have to say Aguero at the moment. But Haaland he will go down history. If again, as long as he avoids serious injuries and that, guy is gifted. Like left foot, right foot, he's strong, he's quick. You know, he's got everything going for him. His instincts are really good. His movement's really good. You know, he could score as many goals as he wants, really. Haaland is a monster, but whatever, Aguero. He just said, but I just said. North GA in the house. Wicklow Wolf Irish. Yes, there you go. I knew I was right. I knew what I was talking about. Did you go to a few places in America or just stick in the same sort of place? No, we were predominantly in Boston because my brother's over there. But we went to New York for a couple of days. We went down to Tennessee for a few days, mainly Nashville. But we also went to Lynchburg, went to the Jack Daniels distillery. Nashville, we just stayed on the strip mainly, apart from when we went for dinner one night. So it was right by the famous chicken place, piggy thing. New York, Manhattan, in the thick of it all. Too busy, too much concrete. But Boston, I love Massachusetts in general. Great beer up there. Lord Hobo, Samuel Adams, just excellent beer up there, up that way. And that's before I've even mentioned Trillium. I think Lord Hobo need a bit more of a shout out, to be honest. I knew of Trillium before I went there, but I hadn't heard of Lord Hobo. Their beer was exceptional. I reviewed that the other day. That's awesome beer from Lord Hobo. Lord Hobo. I need to
send a link to John.
I'm not sure how, because I can't get to my Instagram account. I would normally do it via that.
Is it saved on your phone?
What's that?
Your Instagram password.
If you go on my phone, you should be able just to get straight into it. No. 2. Boom.
You can't send it on here though, can you?
Not really.
No, I can just get your password for you.
don't know if it's on there. They're not on there. Not on there either. I don't know. Don't know what my password is.
Can you log into mine?
Hang on. Hang on, John. We're coming. We're coming. Boop, boop, boop. We're coming. And you. Oh, this must be riveting content right now.
Amazing. What's we do? Settle down. Settle down. John, we're coming. We're coming, John.
We're coming. Eventually. Eventually. All right. Let me try this again.
John, come here.
Right. So what I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do
I feel like you need some hold music.
Right, John, I've just sent you a link, mate. All being well. All being well. Just sent you a link. So if you want to come on, say hello, have a beer, you're more than welcome, my friend. Don't forget lots of other places in Manchester. Just went to Jack Daniels. Just went to Jack Daniels last week. Enjoyed the tour. I live about 2 hours from there. I would have enjoyed the tour, but we got stitched up a little bit. We got to drink whiskey in the Barrel House, which was very cool. But they were doing maintenance, weren't they, when we were there?
They were doing planned maintenance, but they decided to tell us less than 24 hours beforehand.
Yeah. So we actually had to get a reduction or a refund on what we paid because we didn't get the full experience. But drinking whiskey in the Barrel House at Jack Daniels was very cool.
Yeah, they didn't offer anything either, did they?
No. Yeah, we were a little bit disappointed with Jack Daniels. They tried to stitch us up a little bit. It was on us to try and get a refund, you know, so it wasn't good. I'm moving on to another German beer. And this one is from the Griffinbrau. And it is their Anna Fest beer, which is one of the best beers I've had the last couple of years. Really, really good stuff. Really good beer. Get it in my stein. Look. Beautiful.
Oh, he goes silent when you do that.
I have to concentrate. You have to concentrate to get the perfect pour. That's how you do it. Love a bit of head. Giggity. Absolutely, but the sheer quality and quantity of beers in Piccadilly Trading Estate is madness. I love a Sam Adams. Beautiful. Me too. I really do like Sam Adams. Big fan. I just love the amber lager, which is the Americans have nailed. Yeah. Excuse me. I just had a followed from Echo Sonic. Boom. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sam Adams, yeah, beautiful. Did the brewery tour at Samuel Adams, and it was awesome. That was a good tour.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a really good tour. We got to drink a lot of Samuel Adams beers. And yes, I do recommend that. Really, really good tour. The guy knew his shizzle, which always helps.
Got to see the old tanks.
They got a massive, which is what I didn't realise about Samuel Adams at all. They've got like a massive barrel aging process there. They do a lot of barrel aged beers, and I had no idea. No idea. They've got like a whole cellar. It's huge, like warehouse size, just full of barrels of different beers that they're aging. I wouldn't have thought that at all. But I mean, the Boston Samuel Adams, amber lager in itself is glorious, glorious beer. And when you drink it in Boston, it's just obviously it's another level, right? Oh, that is good. That is good. I think I'd bear New York City for a day before looking up the tall buildings. I felt a little bit. I felt a little bit claustrophobic in New York, if I'm honest. I like my open spaces. I'm an outdoorsy person, really. New York is different. It's probably why I like Boston, because Boston is like a modern city, but it's got a lot of history as well. So a lot of the buildings there are old. But being obviously English, we forget how old our country is and the history in England and the open spaces that we have. New York is pretty much, I call them flat pack cities. When you get them pubs that are kind of built on the corner of an estate, it was built as part of something. There's no real history there. They just plugged it on the corner of a load of flats. You get them dodgy flat pack pubs. That's what New York is to me, particularly Manhattan. It's like a flat pack IKEA city. They just built and built and built and built and built on all this land. And it's literally just rows and rows and rows of them. And there was points we were at Wall Street, and I was walking up the street. We'd booked tickets to do a boat trip to Liberty Island. And we were walking around, just sort of killing some time, getting a bagel, getting some coffee. And there was a point where I just looked up, and you had to look right up to see the sky. Do you know what I mean? Because there was just concrete everywhere, and it was noticeable. Do you know? It was bad. And I after about 48 hours in New York, I'd had enough. Too many people, too many buildings. Just felt like I couldn't breathe. Whereas Boston is different. Boston is big open spaces. There is a lot of buildings there, but you go around the corner, it's all open again. Same with Tennessee. Tennessee is very much open spaces. Nashville, it's all kind of isolated in the middle of Nashville. There's a few tall buildings, like a banking area, and then you go off of it down to the Broadway where the bars are. It's all open. It's beautiful. Yeah, open spaces. I like my open spaces. I like to be able to move and breathe and that. And New York, you just couldn't. Once you've done all the touristy bits, been up the Empire State, seen the Statue of Liberty, been to Macy's, had a bit of Joe's Pizza, been to Times Square, there's no reason to go back there, really, to be honest. I'd like to go to Brooklyn. I kind of, that's the only regret. I didn't go to Brooklyn and go to the Brooklyn Brewery and drink some beer there. I wouldn't have minded doing that. But Manhattan, generally, I've got no real intention of going back to. How about you? You kind of have the same.
What's that?
New York.
Yeah, not really. The only time I'd want to go back is Christmas.
Yeah, we went just before Christmas, so we went to the Rockefeller Center where the big tree goes up, and the ice rink was there, the skating rink was there, but the tree was going up the week that we left, so we just missed it. So it would have been nice to see the tree, but other than that, it's just.
Well, we had Halloween first, didn't we?
We did. We were there at the end of October, so
That was also really underwhelming as well, wasn't it?
Salem, yeah. Really disappointed with Salem.
I was expecting big things.
We were.
And it was just a little bit underwhelming.
So, yeah, Salem, Massachusetts, obviously, where the witches and all that stuff. We was expecting that to be awesome. Again, it was just a tourist trap.
Yeah, they just turned it into a big money-making tourist attraction.
They did. Oh, Marble, great brewery. Another underrated brewery, Marble. Jordan Henderson's gone. That's a good move for John Henderson. Jordan Henderson, good move for him. That I do. I think that. How much has Abby had to drink? Not a lot. She's on her first, unless she's been sneaking drinks whilst having a run. I don't know. Excuse me. That's is that Father Christmas? Neymar or Hazard? Ooh, I've seen more of Hazard, obviously, playing in the Premier League. Hazard's retired now, isn't he? Which I find mental. What's that, 33? Something like that? Something like that. I think Neymar, when he was a kid coming through at Brazil, he did stuff that I've never seen Hazard do, but Hazard did it in the Premier League, and I would go Hazard, personally. I always feel terribly skint in New York City after about 48 hours. Yeah, it's not cheap, is it, New York? It ain't cheap, that's for sure. That is for sure. Anywhere you go. I mean, we paid $100, was it, to go up the Empire State Building? Something like that.
More than that, wasn't it?
It might be slightly more.
Well, no, they were trying to charge us like an extra $60 to
go
up
top.
Extra
Yeah, that is the thing. Empire State Building. If you ever want to go up the Empire State Building, they there's like 2 levels. They take you up the top, but then there's like an extra balcony, which is like another 3-4 floors up. And they charge like an extra $40-50 to go up it. It's mental. Crazy expensive. The views are amazing, as you'd expect. But yeah, they see you coming for money in New York, that's for sure. Matt Williams is in. Hello, mate. How are you? Grant says Brooklyn is amazing. Yes, I wish I'd have spent a bit of time in Brooklyn, gone across the water and gone to Brooklyn. Should have done that, really. Should have done that. Maybe I'll go back to Brooklyn. I mean, I'm going back to Boston. Boston, I absolutely love Boston. That if I was to emigrate anywhere, that's to immigrate. I've had a couple of beers. If I was to emigrate anywhere, I think Boston. I'd follow my brother and go live over there. I felt at home. I felt at home in Massachusetts in general. Yeah, my kind of people. Sadio Mane is a top player. He was. He's not kicking up a fuss yet. He's not coming back from Saudi Arabia, is he? Dave says hello to Matt. Jimmy says, I'd like to go see the old Mafia hangouts in New York. After that, Boston sounds more up my street. Yeah, Boston's great. Boston's really, really good. Go to a sporting event as well when you're in America. Go see some live sport. We went to see the Bruins play, didn't we? We went to the hockey.
Actually, I think you'll find that we went to go and see the Ducks.
Yes, Abby's Anaheim Ducks. Abby's an Anaheim Ducks fan. And we went to the TD Garden to watch the Boston Bruins get beat by the Anaheim Ducks in overtime. It was a good game. Great atmosphere.
I was sat in the middle of loads of Boston Bruins fans.
We were, yeah. We obviously you live to tell the tale. It's not like over here.
I mean, I don't think I was going to live if I hadn't been with you three that were Boston fans.
Yeah, maybe. You got away with it, but Anaheim beat the Bruins in overtime, and yeah, Abby got 1 or 2 funny looks because she was full on in a Ducks jersey. So,
yeah. I had a few comments as well.
Yeah. Marwood, hello, sir. Says, Paul, nice to see you, good man. Hello to your good lady wife. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. Looking younger and younger all the time, mate. I missed one there. Jules says Cristiano Ronaldo 2008. 2018. Probably 2018. I think 2008 Ronaldo was just step overs, wasn't he? Doing lollipops and that, trying to put people on their asses and not really doing a lot. He found his end product as he got older. Alessio, how are you? It is a name I've not seen for a while. Hi, Paul. A long time since I've seen alive, but still keep up with the channel. Thank you very much, mate. I do appreciate that. And we're doing well. Thank you, buddy. How are you? I hope you're well. Chat's dried up a little bit. Everyone stop talking. Brew London this year. Are you on it? Brilliant location. I will be going. I've got a trade ticket. I will be going. Beautiful location, as you said. Beautiful location. Just a little bit underwhelmed by the brewery so far that have signed up. Yeah. I think they've got like 20 different breweries. Brewdog are there, which is always annoying. But other than that, it's all a bit meh. So far, I'm hoping some good breweries sign up for it because, like I say, the location is beautiful, right by the river, right by the London Eye. But it's going to be small. It's going to be a smaller festival this year. I think it won't be as good as the Printworks one that they've had the last few years, but we will be going. Me and the lads at Creative Juices will be going. A bit of research, you know how it works. A few beers, chatting to the lads. But yeah, I will be there. I'll be there for the trade session, which I assume will be a Friday. I think it's a Friday. I got my ticket. I think they emailed my ticket yesterday, so I'll have to have a look at it. But yeah, we are going to be going. David Wilson, unless it rains, yes, that's the only thing. It's all open. I think there is a room. I think there's like a tent type thing undercover, but how are you going to fit that many people in there? I don't know. I don't know. Be interesting. CR7 2008 won the Ballon d'Or. Did he really? Premier League Player of the Year and the UEFA Champions League. Just to let you know. Did he really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, I think about 5-6 years ago, I think Ronaldo is probably at his peak. I would have thought. Shark says, "Happy birthday to someone here." Thank you, mate. Celebrate my birthday. I'm having a lovely day. It's getting dark now, isn't it?
It's getting dark.
I might open the blinds, get the last bit of daylight in. Get a sun rays. Oktoberfest in Hemel. Yes, they've moved it from Harpenden, haven't they? 4th to the 5th of October. I'm getting tickets. Papa. I would love to go to that. I would, if I get the time off work, because I know Ben, the governor, would love to go to that as well. He'd love a bit of that. But we want to do something similar at Creative Juices. We want to do like a big Oktoberfest thing there. We might see you there, mate. We might see you there, Jonathan. George P. Premier League winner 2024. I'm going to go for Man City. I'm going to go for City. Although, having said that, Liverpool are probably the team to beat right now, aren't they? It'll be City or Liverpool. I wasn't sure the location could hold that amount of craft brewers. Yeah, that's my issue. That's my issue with it. It's very small. It's a very small venue for a beer festival, and they're not like they can expand the area either. So there's going to be a small number of breweries there, and the money they're charging to exhibit there is I probably won't say the amount, but it's not a fair amount. I'll put it that way. And they're also they also want a cut of your takings over the course of the weekend. So we were considering doing it. So Creative Juices had a stall at Brew London 3 years ago, and it was a really good fun weekend. It was before I worked for them, but it was expensive because it's not just you've got to get all of your gear over there, your bars, your beer. You've got to put your staff up in hotels for a couple of nights. It costs a lot. And then,
so very long days.
It's a long day. Yeah, they're long days. And then we found out the venue. We were like, Jesus. So you're talking central London. So they're trying to say it's easy to get to, which I guess it is because it's right by the river. But trying to find accommodation is hard because you're right by the river. We're talking peak central London accommodation rates. And then we found out that Brew London organisers are taking 15% of your cut of the money that you make on top of what you're paying to exhibit there. I'll be interested to see how it does. But that was a nail in the coffin for us in terms of our involvement. We were like, nah, we can't exhibit there. We can't afford that. But we're going to go down for a beer and try and talk to people and make some contacts and see who's there and avoid Brewdog. You know, that's how it works. Whereabouts is the brewery you work for now? We're in Rickmansworth, which is just down the road from Watford. We're called Creative Juices Brewing Company. We're on a farm just off the main strip in Ricky, and it's quite lovely. Just come down. Quite lovely. Come down. Come say hello. Oh, Jimmy's moved now. Doesn't he live down Devon Way now or something, Jimmy? You moved down the West Country. I believe that's what you said.
I mean, it's worth visiting just for that.
Yes, certainly is.
And you'll probably meet Chonks because, you know, he's there most of the time.
Chonks is a brewery dog. Chonks likes the beer. You'll all be happy to know. I think the first time we took Chonks to the brewery, we got the brewery used to be the milking parlour of the farm. So the cows used to get milked in there. And we've got beer runs flow, just not my microphone. So beer runs where the water and everything used to flow down the sides of the building. So when you're working the bar, the beer flows down the beer drip table that goes into a run that runs down the back of the building. Jonks has found that, and if the beer's running down it, and I'm not keeping my eye on him, he'll be in there drinking the beer.
I mean, you found it on day one, didn't you?
If he found it, he found it day one.
Got himself in it.
He did. He was walking in it, drinking beer. He's a beer dog, Jonks, that's for sure. Likes his beer.
He is the CTO of Creative Juices,
Yeah.
the Chief Tasting Officer.
Chief tasting officer of Creative Juices is Chonks. He likes a beer. Unless it was on the Zuba. Do you know what? I had someone request that as a review. The Polish beer. Is that the one with the buffalo on the front of it? Am I thinking of something else? Zuba Polish beer. Fuller's host the London Brewers Alliance, have lots of beer and smaller shows. We are going to that this year. We wanted to go last year and we had a massive event on at the brewery that weekend, so we couldn't do it. But I would love to go to that one. Fuller's, most of you who watch my channel regularly will know they're one of my all-time favourite breweries. I would love to be involved in the LBA one at Fuller's this year. We go to their meetings. Yeah, they have a meeting every quarter. And the last one we went to was at Beavertown. That was the meeting was boring. Talking was boring, but the piss up afterwards was great. Great fun. I've been before, work near. It's the space of one of the main rooms of Printworks. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I've not been there. It looks beautiful. The venue looks great, right by the river there. John says, got 2 spaces if you want it. Table of 10, VIP, what we're going for. Let me know. I will give Ben a shout. I mean, if you've got 2 spaces available,
Who's in the waiting room?
me and Ben will come down and get hammered with you lot. Hold that. Gonna add Big John. Added Big John to the.
Oh,
It's a monkey. It's a
what is
monkey.
he wearing?
That's
What an entrance.
just stay like that for the rest of the stream. Just a talking orangutan. He's blowing. Ooh.
Oh, take a look at my new book.
Is that a Mountain Dew hat?
Yeah, Taste of Freedom, baby.
I'm high on Mountain Dew.
What do
Love
you think?
it.
I bought it for summer.
I'll tell you what, as far as live stream entrances go, that's right up there, isn't it, really?
Well, I think you had one halfway through one of your lives when you came in and fell over.
Yeah, when I came in and fell off the chair nearly, that was a good one.
That
was a good
in
one.
YouTube history.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It still makes me laugh, that does.
It was, well, I'm not surprised. It was your laugh that made me laugh. I'd have been all right if you hadn't started cracking up. I'd have been fine. You made me laugh.
It was just it's the fact, it was the look on your face, and it just really, I don't know why stuff like that really tickles me. And then I started giggling, and I just couldn't stop laughing. It was just
Did
What-
Mark have a chest infection then as well? So
Yeah, he
it
was.
sounded horrendous.
He was trying not to laugh, bless him. Yeah, and he couldn't. It was very good. It was very good.
how are you guys?
I'm good. I'm good. Are you all right?
I'm good, yeah.
I'm good. It's Abby's birthday.
Happy birthday, Abby. I'll
Thank
send you an inappropriate monkey video for your birthday.
Absolutely. Can't wait. Make sure you send it to the group chat though so that everyone gets to enjoy it as well.
It will. I will. It'll be like the one that I did for Grammy's thumbnail.
Perfect. I wouldn't want to be the only person that gets to enjoy it, you know.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it on the chat right now. So Crummy,
No,
I'm gonna do it. So Crummy, we were in a WhatsApp chat, and Crummy was asking us what we thought of Tom's potential thumbnail for a video, and it was, obviously a massively exciting conversation. And John took this and rolled with it. So he put, it was like Tom with his hand out, and John decided to edit that picture and put a massive dildo in Tom's hand. A massive black dildo, I might add. A massive black dildo, put it in Tom's hand. And it's fair to say that the WhatsApp chat went into hysterics for a little while after that, which was great.
It was funny. Look, I've got a paw cam now with Burt Reynolds. There you go. Let's see.
Burt Reynolds. Oh, look at that little Funko Pop, Burt Reynolds. Well, what is that paw?
I don't want it too gassy because I'll be burping like crazy later on.
There's no beer in there. It's just pure froth.
Yeah, that's how I like it.
Touch for the answer.
Oh no.
Tom having a good time. Jonathan, I will make a note of this, John, mate. I really will.
What are we making a note of?
And
What do I need to
yeah, she's got a couple of spaces for Oktoberfest in Hemel, and we would. I'm pretty sure Ben would be bang up for that. We'll have a look at the schedule, make sure we're not doing nothing that weekend, and we'll
what
do
am I
it.
noting down? Sorry, what?
Jonathan Brooks Martin's got a couple of spaces for Oktoberfest in Hemel.
How do you
What's
spell Jonathan?
Jonathan? You still in the chat, mate? Are you still
Is it Jonathan?
Jonathan? Yeah, Jonathan.
Not John Athan.
Jonathan. It's Jonathan. Jonathan.
What a legend! I've Oktoberfest, man. That's
Oktoberfest.
legendary.
Like,
Legendary, totally.
I'm drinking Oktoberfest beers.
what am I going to go for next? I've got two.
What are your choices?
Oh, you can change the direction that this opens. You might want to open it a lot. I've got this one's another one I got from America, I think.
Yes.
Oh,
Drink
yeah.
that,
I can't read it, so it's dark.
drink that one. We got that at Fenway. Strawberry sour.
Well, it's not sour, it's a.
America!
America!
Third year!
Can't move in this chair.
Paul, see how much to exhibit at Manchester Craft Beer in July. Great city to drink in. Manchester is on my wish list. It's Bert. He's looking healthy.
What's that? A Nashville person?
Bert Reynolds, isn't it?
Perez the Bandit. Do you know
Cannibal
what?
Run.
Outrageous.
He's dead now, isn't he, Bert Reynolds?
How can you be?
A Funko Pop that's got a cowboy hound.
Did he
How
die?
can you
Bert-
be? Yeah, he's dead. It's brown bread.
He's dead. Not long ago, was it?
No, I feel like it was a couple of years ago,
Was it?
or maybe a year. I can't remember. I
Well,
put it
long
on
ago.
my
I'm sure it went long ago that Bert passed away.
I was pretty sad. I tried to block it out of my mind.
I can't handle it.
I was upset that day. I just
Couldn't deal with it.
So this is a Massachusetts beer, this one.
Yeah, baby.
look at the chat. We've got loads of cool people in here. We've got David Wilson. Hello, sir. We've got
All the legends.
Jimmy the guitarist, Joel Morris,
Oh, Morris.
Mar with the beer boss. I'm trying to think of other
Martin.
people.
Marwood.
Martin
If you're
Sharkey.
an important person, you've got me. Okay.
We've got
Right.
you.
Got
We've
John.
got Matt Williams. Gosh, there's some Bramwells in here. There's loads
the
of the
OGs. The live stream OGs. The low live OGs are in here this afternoon.
Yeah, Chris Beer Dog. He's here.
Mr. Beard Dog. Is he back?
Paul Greenwood. No, well, I don't know if he's back or not. I'm
Yeah,
just flicking
he's
all
back
the
now.
way back as far as I can see.
So
Yeah,
back.
boy.
He's back.
Love you all.
We're going to get some snackies next. My party is next. I need a wing. I'll go for a quick piddle.
Oh, you're gonna have to climb over Chomp because he's lying in the middle of the room.
Quick Jimmy Riddle. I'll be back. Abby, hold the fort.
I'm holding the foot. Hang on. Hang on.
How's life, Abby? Is all good?
It's good. I think Paul might have farted on this seat. It's very warm.
See, sneaky one on the way out.
He did. That's what it is. That is what it is. Anyway, how's life with you, John? Feel like it's been forever.
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, it's been challenging, but it's been good. I'm trying to sort something out, which is a kind of a bucket list thing I've always wanted to do.
Right.
And that is to get my Class 1 HGV license. I've always wanted to do it, and I've got a gap in my life where I could do it.
Have you done the theory for it?
No, I haven't done anything for it yet. I've just
The
got
HGV, the theory is the same as what you have to do. So I had to do the HGV theory for my when I did my ambulance, my C1. So that's why when they had that, shortage of HGV drivers, in that petrol crisis,
yeah.
that they emailed me or sent me a letter saying, "Can we steal you to drive some lorries?" And I was like, "Nope.
Wow.
I'll stick to the ambulances, thank you."
Emblems.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that video, Vietnam Tom?
The what?
There's a famous old YouTube video called Vietnam Tom.
Right.
And it's this old boy and this other guy get into an argument, and then this old boy gets up and just smashes him, like beats the living snot out of him and leaves. This guy's bleeding. He's like, "Get me an ambulance!" And it's just stuck in my mind forevermore. So instead of
Fabulous.
ambulance, we tend to say ambulance.
Not allowed. No, he's back. He's back. There's brand new beer fridge.
I'm sitting here now.
Yeah, you're sitting there
I'll
now.
be relegated.
You have. You've been downgraded.
Oh, be relegated to this whole thing.
Yes.
I was sitting on
Yes.
Where's my,
Is John in his new little what's it called? Your beer tube thing. Oh, here it is.
Hand of the King bottle opener.
Hang on, I feel like I need to wear it on the left.
Upside down.
Oh, very nice.
Game of Thrones fans? Any Game of Thrones fans?
I mean, I don't think you can actually see it, to be fair.
Hand of the King bottle opener.
That's quite cool. I mean, I haven't watched it, but I've heard a lot about it. If you're into that.
It was the best TV show ever.
It's definitely not something you want to start watching when the kids are still awake.
Yeah, I heard there's a lot of Monk de Kitty.
But a shagging.
Bit of rumpy pumpy to start with, isn't there?
Shagging your sister. Shagging your sisters. Season 1.
We've got Captain Meets Adventures in, and Disco, and it's just.
Do you want me to go through those comments, by the way?
Yeah. Do some comments.
What we're doing? Good lad, Chunks. I don't know what Chunks did, but apparently he's done a really good thing.
Good boy, Chunky.
He is
Nice to
currently
see you,
asleep.
David Wilson.
He's napping.
He's asleep on the floor. He's finally settled down. Grant says, goodness. Again, I don't know what that's to, because Paul's probably taken about 4 hours to get to this comment.
Sorry, I like to chat to I like to reply to everyone's comments. I like to talk to everyone.
David Wilson says, John, that was scary. Great t-shirt.
Thanks, man. I love you, dude. Oh, David Wilson, what a lovely guy. I tell you what, one thing I am going to make a point of getting to some beer festivals this year, regardless of work. So, yeah, it would be nice to have a beer with you, my friend.
I said, he's a gentleman and a scholar.
He's a lovely man. And his brother's a nice guy as well.
What? Are you standing there?
No, probably should swap some.
All right.
Probably should.
God, just remember his birthday is, yeah?
Yeah, to be fair, I think Abby will get more views than you.
Yeah, maybe.
It's okay, go on. Get in your seat. Go on.
People, first time watchers will be like, what's that girl called, Paul? Funny looking Paul, isn't she?
Well, you never know this,
got the 2019 vintage ale for Christmas for 15 quid. Pop It certainly was the most expensive beer I've ever had in a bottle. It blew my socks off. It was beautiful. I think I have a 2019 knocking around somewhere as well, to be fair. I've definitely got the 2023, so I bought a couple of those. I think I have a 2019 knocking around.
I pressed the wrong button here. My lights going mental.
Burr.
Yeah.
Burr.
I'm trying to find it's very pink in here for some reason.
You are a bit pink. We're kind of blue and black.
Let's go.
I like it when it gets dark in here because it looks like I've got a tan. I look tanned.
Oh, so sexy.
So sexy and olive.
Yeah, my brother. Right, okay. That's for. See, I've got more lights than I need. I think that's probably the problem. I mean,
I just feel like I should send a link to the rest of the lads because Mark was in the chat earlier.
Was he?
Yeah. I was wondering if he actually wants a beer.
I just discovered that there is a really good Morrison's by me, and whoever the buyer is awesome because it's got Hoffenbrau in it. It's got Kronbacher. It's got loads of craft breweries. So there's like all the local stuff. Salt, Osset. You've got Magic. You've got what's the other one? Brew York. You've got just the list goes on, and it's got Mad Squirrel. We've even got Mad Squirrel as well.
You got Mad Squirrel up your way now.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, this is awesome. So I cleared out all the Hofbrau today.
Hofbraus are lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, we've got some people coming over this evening. So.
Oh,
Do they know you by name yet?
Are you hosting?
I'm hosting, yes. They might bring their doggo as well.
God, have you seen Chonks on the camera yet?
No?
No, should get him. We'll get him on the camera.
Let's see the Chonkinator.
Just he'll fall back asleep again, won't he?
No, he's fast asleep.
He is zonked.
Chunks.
Oh, Chonky.
The ear went.
Yeah, he kind of went.
It was like, oh, don't wake him up for me. He's coming up anyway, so.
He came on camera earlier, and he just sat there staring at himself.
Might wake up for the magic words. What's this? Oh, he must be asleep.
Fast asleep.
Where is all this pink light? I've got this blue light, and I can't work it. Oh, I wonder if it's the side.
Oh, well, they're great beers. I buy the vintage every year. I usually get 2 bottles. One that I drink straight away. One I always tend to age. I think the longest I've ever aged one for was the 2019. I held on to it for a few years, and I drank one of them. I'm sure I drank a 2019 at Christmas. And it might have been the one I was aging. Well, it must have been the one I was aging because it was 4 years ago. But yeah, I love the Fuller's vintage. I love Fuller's, full stop. So I took John to the parcel yard when he came down, and we had a pint of ESB, didn't we?
Oh, it's glorious. It was.
It's a thing of beauty, and it's like that anywhere. You go anywhere regional, a big regional brewer, and you get their stuff on cask, fresh, and it's looked after properly. Can't beat it. Cannot beat it.
It's true.
Fuller's ESB. We go on about the craft beer, but sometimes it's the old classics that you just want. John Morris, and 80th tonight, going to be very drunk. In fact, I won't be able to keep up with the people that are there. The women there who drink pints like men.
Good lass.
So they sound like a bunch of goers. Joel is getting laid tonight. Let it be known.
Well, he hasn't told you it's at a nursing home.
Well, it's getting sat on. Maybe not laid, but getting sat on. Interfering with their quiz shows. What time's the chase on? 5 o'clock. They love a bit of the chase, the old girls.
Does anyone want a shed tour? It'll be very short.
Let's do a shed tour.
Right, here we go. So
Do it. The man cave.
here we go. So
this wasn't even there last time we were up there. That's how long it's been.
So this corner here looks like relatively okay.
Yeah.
It's all smoke and mirrors because right here it's just a mountain of stuff. Wellies, and then down here we have my JDM machine, which is a Honda. Down here, lawnmower.
I just see darkness.
Yeah, we just see black screen.
Right, hang on 1 second.
I see darkness.
Here we go. He's going to turn on some lights.
There we go.
Wow.
Always that's bright. Wow.
Sheesh. She's got
I can see John now.
cut the sled.
Let me turn the gain down. There we go. So we've got my rack of amazing stuff. And here we have wellies, Hunter wellies.
Cut the sledges.
Sledges. That thing there. That sledge there, that orange and blue thing I got. Kobe bought it with some pocket money from Costco. It is mental fast. Absolutely amazing sledge.
I was going to say, it looks like it should be fast.
Look at this beauty down here. We've got our full tuned out JDM Honda.
I was going to say, that's a Honda mower.
It is. So I want to do some work on it this spring. And then I want to paint it in JDM, with the Japanese characters on it and all that. It looks like proper full race car.
Oh, no.
We've got no proper flooring down, so I've got bits of offcuts of carpet and insulation. Yeah. We've got the beer fridge down. That's the top of the fridge. You can see from the other night we had quite a few drinks.
Nice.
This table's not, but the beer fridge is a 2-deck thing here. And we've got the desk, which is as normal. And then PC, sound card thingamajiggies. And then the rest of it, we've got the red chair.
The red chair, baby. I love the fact that the red chair is still getting some use. I've
been stressed this last month, so I've been eating my feelings again. So
I'm going
to be back on a diet soon.
But eating my feelings. I love that.
That's what happens. You eat feelings, don't you? You know what I mean?
11:30 to 4:30.
I know you're feeling. I did that pretty much when I was writing my dissertation. I just neglected everything and just ate.
Jonathan, count us in, and bell me. Remind me of this because I would definitely be up for that.
I've got to write the date for that.
I'll put the day off. 5th of October, Oktoberfest in Hemel, 11:30 to 4:30. We can get a lotto in that time. No worries.
It was sozzled.
Sozzled.
Someone note. You can't
Note it down.
I wrote in pencil.
Pen and paper. Chris is back.
Hello, darling.
Big afternoon to Handsome John. Neil
Nice
Smith.
to see you.
Neil Smith.
It's the man, the myth, the legend.
Neil Smith, the boys and girl are back in town. He saw my Instagram post. I did it with a bit of Thin Lizzy over the top of it. Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Down. No, I didn't. Should have done. You've got to be so careful what you say these days. Saved me in the lockdown, you lot. Marwood, you saved us in the lockdown, my friend. You saved us because if you hadn't been watching, you wouldn't have done it. Simple as that. Simple as that. It was. Lockdown was a funny old time, wasn't it? Seems like a long time ago now. We all
funny how you forget, isn't it?
We all changed our ways.
For me, lockdown was one of the best times in regards to getting to and from work because no one was on the road.
It's the roads were quiet, yeah.
However, since obviously the multiple lockdowns that we've been through have finished, everyone has forgotten how to drive and hasn't bothered improving.
that is pretty true. I can't. So I test drove a car the other day so what it is, the van's gonna have to go, and Lid's Tiguan is on its last legs.
That was a hell of a subject change.
No. I'm going somewhere. So I've decided I want a bit of comfort. So I test drove a Mercedes E-Class.
Comfort Bentley, isn't it?
And this Merc, I didn't check the tyres before I went down the road in it. And he said, "Oh, give it a run on the motorway or whatever." So I joined the motorway at Huddersfield onto the M62, and that slip road is proper slippy. And it was really damp. And I just forgot I'm not in a four-wheel drive Tiguan that sticks to the road like glue. And I went on, and I went completely sideways.
Oh.
I might be buying this car regardless at this rate. And I managed to gather it all up, but gosh, it caught me out.
Was you on your own in the car?
Yes, thank goodness.
I remember once I test drove a Vauxhall Astra SRI. I went to a showroom in Boreham Wood and I test drove an SRI because it used to look, the Vauxhall Astra SRI 3-door was a good looking car. And I test drove one of those and I had the guy next to me from Vauxhall and we went on to the A1. So people in the area will know it well. From Boreham Wood heading towards Hatfield. And for some reason, there was a lorry in the fast lane and a lorry in the slow lane. And neither one of them were doing anything. So I had to put my foot down and fly through two lorries. And the geezer from Vauxhall actually grabbed the handle. You know, they grabbed that handle. So I was like, yes.
There's a name for those handles.
Made the guy from Vauxhall shit himself. And that car was only a 1.6, but it did go. Nice car, the Vauxhall SRI.
Nothing wrong with that. Mine's a 1.6.
Yeah, but not as good as your engine, though. But it was quick.
When I test drove my car, the guy actually told me to get out and he drove it because I wasn't driving fast enough because, I didn't own the car.
You weren't showing it off.
So I was like, I'm not going to drive above the speed limit because I don't own the car. No. And then he was like, no, you're not driving it fast enough. So we swapped and... I don't think he cared.
No, the way I see it, if you're going to test drive the car, you drive it like you own it.
Well, my dad was there, and he was like, "Oh, if you're not going to speed, then there's no point getting it." And obviously, I'm trying to be like, "Well, I'm obviously not going to speed."
Do you have a full car? Your dad was there as well.
Yeah.
Oh wow, full car.
Well, yeah, because I'm a female, and sorry guys, but when a female walks into a car showroom, they like to take the mickey a little bit.
Yeah, but I suppose that is true.
So I had my tactics, and I took a big man with me.
The big man.
Good idea.
Best monkey-based movie.
Apart
from Planet of the Apes, I can't think of any more.
What's that? That Curious George.
Curious George.
Have you ever seen Curious George? It's
Curious
so
George.
weird.
There's a monkey in it.
It's a monkey,
The best monkey ball.
cartoon. It's so weird. So weird.
I think. I mean, John's got an orangutan face on his T-shirt, so I want to give a shout out to the orangutan from Every Which Way But Loose with Clint Eastwood.
It's a chimp, not an orangutan.
That's an orangutan.
It's not. It's a chimp.
That's not a chimp.
It is. It's got.
I'm telling you. Stand up again. Do you reckon? I reckon that's the face of an orangutan. You know.
No, I'm going to go chimp. That's definitely chimp.
Can we put this to the chat? You tell me, what is that an orangutan or is that a chimpanzee?
That's a chimpanzee. An orangutan's ginger for a start.
Yeah, but that the eyes, the face.
You would know.
That I'm telling you, that is an orangutan face.
John, stop touching your breasts.
I'm telling you now, that is an orangutan. George reckons it's a chimp. I reckon that's an orangutan, personally.
Definitely a chimp.
I saw Grant's comment on turning my lawnmower into a drift mower. I think that's the way to do it.
Drift mower. It's a good mower, man. Honda and Briggs and Stratton. Those two companies make the best mower engines ever. And as long as you look after the body, the engine will look after you.
Yeah.
Simple as that. This goes in. Afternoon, beautiful beery peeps. Happy damn beery Saturday. Cheers, Disco. Disco, I understand you just turned 40.
What?
I might have wanted you to announce that,
But here's the thing, Disco, I thought you was at least 50. And I love you, Disco. You're a gentleman. But I thought you were much older than that. I thought you was well older than that. I can't believe you're younger than me. I'm shocked.
Outrageous.
Outrageous.
Because Paul, just because we're announcing it, Paul turned 40
last year.
In October.
Even older.
Because he's old. He's old.
That's why I ran off to America.
America.
Because you didn't want someone to plan a surprise party for you.
That's exactly. Well, that and the fact that I wanted to go to see my brother. You know, when people are like, "Oh, what are you doing for your birthday?" And I'm like, "I'm getting well away from everyone. Just staying well away. Don't want a birthday party. Just don't want someone putting a shot in my face. I don't want to drink it. I'm going to America." That's what we did.
Got loads of donuts on your birthday.
Oh yeah, best breakfast ever. It was the
Donuts.
best. Matt Williams. I've always wanted a lorry. Don't need one. Might just use it to go down the shops. That's a Costco shop, isn't it? If you're taking a lorry.
My mate used to have. He had a Kenworth, and it was called Smoky Joe, and it was just it just had the front part, the tractor unit, and it turned out that truck belonged to Burt Reynolds at one point, and it was the truck that pulled the trailer of the Skull NASCAR team called the Bandit. How mad's that? What are the odds of that?
That's pretty sweet, isn't it?
Yeah, I got to have a ride in that. That was pretty awesome.
I'm in for a competition at the moment to win a Ford Ranger. So it's a Ford Ranger 3.2 Wild Track, but they've put the Ford F-150 body kit on it. So it is enormous. It's enormous.
Well, I might win it because I've purchased some tickets too.
Yeah, but if you win it, you're giving it to me.
Absolutely
My truck.
Absolutely not.
So it's got the F1. So when we were in America, it was either Fords or Chevys, right? That's the law. Fords or Chevy trucks, but they're like twice the size of the trucks.
What about Dodge?
You didn't see many Dodges.
Although there was a few.
No, not many though. It was Fords and Chevys everywhere.
There was more out there than what you'd normally see.
Well, you don't see Dodges around here, but I mean, it was Fords and Chevys. They were everywhere.
I drove a Silverado when I went, and I flipping loved it.
Was it any good, Chevy Silverado?
Oh, I loved it. Like, just how wide it is, how tall it is, and then you got like the cooler in the armrest, which I thought was a bit unreasonable when I got pulled up after having a few beers because I said, "You put a cooler here?" No, I didn't really.
What am I going to put in it? What am I going to put in it?
It was a Chevy LS from the Corvette in it, and it was some sort of sporty model. But my gosh, that thing! If you just gave it half throttle out of the lights, it just spin the back wheels. It was flipping awesome.
I mean, American trucks are like houses on wheels, aren't they? They're just I couldn't get over the size of it. We went to The Bluebird Cafe, the famous Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, part of the TV show.
Oh, I have somebody at the door.
And in the car park was this enormous Chevy truck, and I stood next to it. Bearing in mind, I'm 6'1". I'm not a little guy. I'm 6'1", and this truck, it genuinely made me feel small. I was like, this is enormous, and they do not mess around. If they came over here and saw the trucks that we drive on the streets of England, they would laugh. Huge over there. So I've gone in for this competition for the F-150 body kit on top of the Ford Ranger 3.2, and it would be like my dream truck. It would be amazing.
I've decided that a pickup truck's my unicorn. Every time I get close to getting one, it doesn't happen.
Does seem like it, doesn't it?
John, who was at the door?
Because they're not cheap.
It was Casey. She's just come back from her dance exams, and she said she did really well.
What was it? Was it ballet?
She's done ballet, tap, character, street dancing, and what's the other one? Acro.
What grade ballet and tap? Well, clearly you are the worst father in the world.
I don't. She tells me, and I just don't understand it. So there seems to be so much that goes on.
It's all right. My dad doesn't even know how old I am today. It's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, we had that discussion yesterday.
Neil wants me to pole dance.
Woohoo!
We just need some pole dancing. John?
I need a pole.
I didn't have a glass.
You could use your little strip light thing.
Oh, yeah, baby. Look at my penis.
Yeah.
Going for a New England IPA from Peak Drift Brewing out of South Carolina.
Oh, that's a pretty can.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Beautiful.
So I like about traditional American brewers. They like putting kind of landscapey art on their beer cans.
Why did you just put that in front of my face?
I like that. It's just me and a can. Oh, no, it's Abby.
I can't believe Abby's 40 today. She just doesn't
believe it.
Can't believe it. I know. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Cannot believe that I'm as old as Paul.
Catching me up.
Because I'm not.
Catching me up.
She's literally, when you guys come up, Paul, she's going to open the door, just crack me.
It's quite.
You're like, hi, mate. And then Ab's just.
Smack around the head. Smack around the head. But yes, no, we're looking forward to it. We are looking forward to it. We have to do a live stream from your pole dancing club. From the hot tub. We could do it from the hot tub.
Oh, I'm not sure people would want to see that.
Yeah, they would. Me and John in a hot tub.
Yeah, of course they would.
That's prime time entertainment.
I mean,
It's like Gorillas in the Mist.
I'd be queuing around the block to see that show. Boom. Please don't encourage him.
Neil knows me well.
Me and John, last time I went up there, when was it, like
well beyond
July? Was it like July, August time we was up there?
Yeah, we hadn't been moved in all that long, had we?
No, me and Abby came up, and John had the hot tub out in the garden. And me and John, we sat in that hot tub till what, 5 a.m?
Something like that.
Yeah,
it was pretty late.
Definitely getting light outside.
We polished off a crate of the DAB Dortmunder pills. A crate.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not joking. I'm not like exaggerating. We'd done a crate of it.
Yeah.
And we were sat there to the hot tub chatting absolute waffle. And it was a crate of 500ml bottles, not a little silly little 330s.
Because the volume went up. And all I could hear, so bearing in mind, I was on the top floor. Okay, so that's 2 flights of stairs up, and I could hear them both chatting away.
But everyone knows, everyone in the chat will know, when you're drunk, you have no concept of volume, do you? You don't know how loud you're talking. All I knew is that it got dark, and then it got light again, and then I freaked out, and I knew I had to go to bed. When the sun started coming up, and I was like, nah, I need to go to bed.
See, part of me wanted just to stay in the hot tub, and when the girls got up, we were still drinking. But it was getting light, and then you're like, John, it's not right. We've got to get out. It's daylight, mate. We've been in here all night. And I was like, Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We were having a right laugh. We were playing country music really loud.
We were.
Yeah, that you were as well.
I felt bad for the neighbours.
And then every time you put the bubble on, you then spoke even louder to shout over the top of it.
Yep.
You can't hear when the bubbles are on. But the funny bit is, I spoke to the neighbours and they were like, "No, we didn't even hear you." I was like, "What?" They're like, "No." And what it was, they were at the front of the house and they had their window shut anyway. Because one of them, I think next door's got aircon on the other side. They sleep at the front of the house and they just didn't hear us.
That makes sense. Got away with it.
But saying that, in here, most people can, if you stand outside this shed, you can hear it outside. Not loads, but you can hear. But when you're in the house, you literally cannot hear a thing outside. It is so quiet. Because none of our windows have vents. We've all got that air recirculation units. So you just can't hear anything. It's lovely.
That's perfect. That was a funny night. That was sitting there bubbling away, drinking beer after beer after beer, chatting absolute waffle.
It was great.
And then I was like, "Oh no, it's getting light again. It's getting light again."
The weird thing is, I didn't feel that bad the next day.
No, felt fine.
No, the next day was when I started to sit in the hot tub all day.
That's right.
And
in the sun.
Weight on your hand and foot.
We did.
It's great.
Oh, thanks, David. You're a legend, mate. You're an absolute legend. Do you know, there's so many good people. I mean, I was saying that to, I had a guy called Jason who, he is activist against ULEZ.
Yes.
And honestly, Paul, you'd love him. He's hilarious. He's very like you as well. He's crazy.
Crazy.
He is. He's an absolute dude, and we were having a few beers, and we were doing a podcast. But I'd given him. He's used to drinking like Kronenberg and stuff like that.
Oh dear!
And he was like, "Yeah, John, these beers are a bit strong." I feel really a bit stupid, if I'm honest. I was like, "Well, that one you're drinking there is 7%." He's like, "No wonder." He says, "I've had 6."
Some coffee kids.
I'm editing this video and I'm going over it. I'm literally cutting out me and him repeating ourselves because we've had too much to drink. It's just amazing. But mate, honestly, I've got to introduce you to him because he is such a laugh, such good fun.
Let's do it.
And they're proper salt of the earth people as well. Like, they're very real. Good fun. And I've got 2 dogs, and one is a Chihuahua, and they inherited him from a relative that passed away. And he is the most bad attitude Chihuahua that you could possibly meet. And he's about that big, and he's so angry. Every time I went to stroke him, he tried to bite me.
Fucking hell.
It was an app.
They're not dogs, are they? Chihuahuas, they're not dogs.
Oh, it's funny, man. It's just like all the rage in this little tiny parcel, and it thinks it's a full size like wolf. And
they do. They got little man, like little dog syndrome, like little man syndrome. So I was weird about getting a corgi, but Chonks is he's already a big dog. He's got little legs, but he's got a lot of body. So he's like, he doesn't feel like a little dog now.
He's very strong as well.
Yeah. Chonks. Hey, Chonks. You come say hello. He literally went, "Oh, fuck off." He went back down again. He's like, "No, mate. I'm not leave me alone."
Kobe today, so Bertie's meant to be coming
grief. I got grief from him earlier.
Really?
Yeah, he sent me a little message because City beat Spurs in the cup last night. So he sent me a little message. Just went 1-0 City. 1-0 City. That's what he wrote. 1-0 City. That's what he wrote.
Oh, look at Chunks. He's so cute. I love the fact that my lads text you to give you abuse over football.
He sent me abuse, but I deserved it because I gave him a load of crap last time.
He did. He did give him a load of crap. And it was the next day. So I knew what had happened. I was like, "How did it go?" And they're like, don't want to talk about it. That's what Kobe said. Don't want to talk about it. I said, did Paul text you? He was like, don't want to talk about it. Just carried on eating his cereal.
I sent him a video. I was in the car, and I was like, "Hey, man, fancy dropping points to Spurs?" I was like, "Yeah, oh, rubbish." And then I did the same today. He goes 1-0 City, so I just sent him a video of a minion blowing a raspberry.
I love it. I love the fact that you troll each other. It's so funny.
It is
so
good.
funny. Bearing in mind, people, for those that don't know who my kids are, Kobe is 11. So he likes to just Paul and him have this relationship of abusing each other. Then the funny bit is his Kobe's cousin Saul. I mean, smack talk. When you came up, he was the one Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh, the little Sheffield Wednesday dickhead. Yeah. Little bastard. I couldn't believe that. I'd never met this kid before in my life. He came and started giving me a load of grief. And I'm like, you're a Sheffield Wednesday. He was stood in a Sheffield Wednesday shirt. And I'm like, what is going on here? What is going on here? And I was like, all I had was the most famous thing about your football club is a load of people died there. That's all I had. He didn't know how to take that.
I'll tell you what, Paul, you'll be proud of me. I went, and this Christmas, I had a pot of Bovril, and I went and watched a game in football at the oldest football team in the world.
It's a Sheffield club, isn't it?
It is a Sheffield club, yeah. But it's not Sheffield Wednesday, as everybody thinks.
Sheffield Wednesday.
But it was, and it was throwing it down sideways. So when you come down, if there's a match on, we'll go.
We should go see a Town game. We should go see Huddersfield Town.
Yeah, I love Town. Good old Town.
We should go see Town.
There he is.
What's the name of it? Is it still the John Smith Stadium, or have they renamed it?
It's the Gal Farm. They're sponsored by pharmaceuticals now, because that seems like a good idea.
I remember when they first opened that. What was it called? The McAlpine.
Yeah, that's right. The McAlpine, yeah.
The McAlpine Stadium. It was the first that had the curved stands.
That's right, yeah.
It was very cool. And then Bolton did it. Bolton made a whole stadium looking like it. The Reebok.
Do you know what was genius? There was a stroke of genius with that stadium. Absolute genius from the business point of view. So the guy who built it hey, hello, mate. How you doing?
I forgot this geezer's name. Australian bloke.
It's Sam. Sammy?
I'm
sure it's Sam.
Don't trust John. John called someone the same name for ages. He's still wrong.
I think you're right. I think it is Sam. Sam. I've seen Sam on numerous chats, and he does seem like a proper decent bloke.
Well, they used to. Sam, didn't you? I want to say it's Sam Smalley. Is it Smalley?
Sam Smalley. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Sense.
He does quite a bit of Instagram, if I remember rightly. And I haven't seen you guys Instagramming for it. Gosh, I've only had one beer, and I'm saying, I'm absolutely fine. I'm not drunk. I'm perfect.
I need to have a blitz through the chat. That's what I need to do. Abby, I'm going for another wee.
Well, that's not blitzing through the chat. That's going for a wee. Happy birthday to Abby. Happy birthday to Abby. Happy birthday to Abby. Happy birthday to. Ooh.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Hang on. Where did we get to? Help me out here.
Let me have a look. My computer. My pewter.
I remember this comment, but then Paul, I think, kind of just went a bit. Doesn't need much. Then again, neither do I. Almost teared up. Have you seen Spudma? No idea what you're talking about.
Chimp films.
Oh, Spudman on TikTok? Anyone? Anyone seen that? No.
Related.
Parcel Yard is such a nice railway pub. Oh God, no! Quick before Paul gets back, let's move on from that one. Otherwise, he will
Thomas
talk about
Crapper Toilets as well. Thomas Crapper Toilet. My mate owns the brand now.
Oh, in 2019. Oh no, sorry. The 2019 is now at its peak. I've been told. I have people on the inside now. Ooh. I mean, that sounds a bit sus, doesn't it? People on the inside. Dun, dun, dun. Although I would always go to the Beer and Burger for great craft.
Don't know where that is, but it sounds good.
Beer and Burger, there's one on York Road, right by King's Cross Station.
Ah. Okay.
And there's also one in Harrow. No, where is it? Willesden Green, I think it is.
I want to do another trip to London and actually go out in London. We keep saying it, but we always have an event to go to. But what we need to do is just you, me, Paul, and Lids just go around town.
I thought you were going to stop at just you and me there. I was going to say, oh, John, Paul's coming back now. Come on.
Do you know a funny story, right? There's this country artist that's come into Leeds, and Leeds was like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to go. So I've invited her friend, Hannah, because she loves country music, and her husband hates country as well. So me and her are going to go.
Nice.
Freaking love my country music.
Country music's the best. Grant says, inside of an Apollo capsule. I actually have no idea what we're talking about now because I think Paul is well behind.
There's a bar inside an Apollo capsule.
Oh, is that what it is?
Sick.
A drift mower. Oh, we're back on John's mower.
Tokyo Drift. I need some Tokyo Drift music. Definitely going to be a good fun video, that.
Be strong men. Excuse me, I'm a very strong female. Okay.
I'm with you, George.
Just thought I'd leave that awkward silence there for a second.
You are a strong female.
Anyway, moving on.
Have my beer, please.
I thought you were trying to get the microphone then. You want it, can't have it. Want it, can't have it. Want it, can't have it.
Savage.
Oh dear. Oh, I think I actually missed that one. Did I even read that? I'll come and see you Wednesday, pal. Pick up beers and talk more.
Jonathan, my man. We'll see you Wednesday. Appreciate it, dude.
Hello.
There you go. Wednesday. Wednesday's the day.
Wednesday's the day.
Chimp Empire show recommendation.
Chimp Empire.
I think we're back on John's t-shirt at this point.
All right.
Chris says, being a retail worker, this community definitely saved me. Customers were nastier than ever in those times. I absolutely agree.
Do you know what? That's the one thing that did do was expose people.
Yeah.
How horrible they can be.
Listen, I just need 4,000 bog rolls, please.
Yeah. Everyone's stressing about toilet rolls and flour.
And pasta. I'll have you know. I couldn't even get pasta because someone literally took the last 3 packets.
The world went mad.
I just wanted one.
The world went mad.
So okay, I had to actually abuse my NHS. I had to walk in my uniform to get in early because I genuinely couldn't get any bog roll. Like, it went on. You know when you're like, oh, don't worry, this will be over by the time we need bog roll. And then we got to like the last roll and I was like, oh God, I'm actually going to have to go to a shop and buy some bog roll. And I just couldn't get any. So I had to use and abuse it, finished the night shift, went straight to Asda in my uniform and just walked in the door.
But then it turned out there was dickheads that were buying it in bulk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently the C word gave you severe diarrhea.
Yeah.
Which it did not. Anyway. Oh dear. Dave Wilson says, Chris, are you going to Bristol Craft Beer Festival?
I want to go to Bristol Craft Beer Festival.
Oh, John's left us.
It's all right. I'm still here. I'm just
I want to go to Bristol. Bristol, along with Manchester, is like right up there for beery trip destinations.
Well, Chris is hopefully going to go, but it depends on date and his work situation.
Absolutely.
But the day off, use it. Use a bit of annual leave. We love that.
It's a lovely neighbour.
Anyway, best monkey featuring film, 28 Days Later.
No, everywhere which but loose.
Chris, I'm hoping to be there on Friday night. That's a chimp. I agree.
I thought it was a thing.
Jonathan says it's Clyde. Is that related to John's t-shirt?
Clyde, it's Clyde. Clyde, the orangutan.
Okay, fine. It's not. It's a chimp. Anyway, that t-shirt is scary. Holes in all the wrong places.
No, it's not. It's a beautiful thing.
Chris says, Dave Wilson, do you happen to know the dates off the top of your head? No, we're back to the t-shirt. That t-shirt is just wrong. What? De Tomaso Mangusta. Sounds like a Spanish car.
Good car.
What was that?
Good car. It's got a question mark at the end.
Why'd you go high pitch?
You have to go high pitch when there's a question mark. Good car.
Oh dear. David Wilson says, Chris, it's Friday the 7th of June to Saturday the 8th of June.
I want to go. Let it be known. I'll say I want to go to a Bristol beer festival.
Is that another holiday we've got planned?
Yeah, Bristol. We should go to Bristol. I want to go to the Arbour Tap Room. Like in particular.
Anyway, moving on. Cheers, David. I'll look into that tomorrow.
Yeah, boy. Oh, Shelby.
Love the F-150.
Yeah, boy.
Love to get the Shelby F-150.
Mm-mm.
I'm getting through it. Dave Wilson. John, if she is enjoying the dancing, that's the main thing. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I actually don't know whether we're talking about Casey here or Lids watching you pole dance. That could be either or. Anyway.
Yeah.
Chris says, you may be 2 years older than me, Abs, but I look 10 years older.
Who's that?
That's Chris. Beer Dog Reviews.
Chris is at least fucking 35.
Well, you told everyone that I was 40.
I didn't. John did that.
Yeah, can you guys hear that? Can you hear that? The fart noises or any of that?
No.
Like this?
No.
Oh, so annoying. I need to work out. So I was really hoping this would work. So I was hoping that I could get this soundboard that I've spent ages installing working so that I could just be genuinely annoying throughout a live stream, but it's not working.
So you're rather than sabotaging my live stream.
No, I did it to my own. Look, listen. I don't know if you can hear this.
No.
Damn it, it knows. The computer knows.
Jonathan's on a Hobgoblin Stout next, just whilst John's trying to figure out his fart noises.
That is a good beer. That is a good beer, the Hobgoblin Stout. It's a damn shame that their brewery's closing.
David Wilson says, I'm starting my 7th decade in March. It's mad.
Moved on to... No way, David.
Well, a funny story about decades.
David, where are we meeting for your birthday, mate?
Shush. So I reach another decade next January. I have 365 days until my next decade. I'm not happy about it.
Doesn't go very quiet.
It's not good. That's because John can't believe how young I am.
David, where are we meeting up for your birthday?
I flipping muted myself like a right chicken nugget.
Oh.
Maybe it ought to be a chicken nugget. Sorry, a chicken nugget.
Oh dear. Never tried it. I thought you meant that the volume of the hot tub went up. No, it was definitely Paul and John.
Yeah, because the bubbles, we had to talk louder.
Yeah.
What?
Every time the bubbles went on, they got louder. Yeah, they thought they were being quiet, but they weren't. Sharky says, it's fun when you were drinking from dusk till dawn. We got a party to go to soon.
Are you going to a party?
Not even my party.
We're going to a party.
Oh, I heard that. Although Paul's too busy creaking on his chair there.
There's so many good ones on here.
It was hot.
It was very hot and steamy with these.
Nobody likes sloppy farts.
With these two sexy Vikings in the hot tub.
Squeaky farts.
Oh yeah.
Squeaky fart.
40 degrees of pure
Hot tub beer time machine.
love.
And love.
Sure, there was extra man bubbles after all that beer. I absolutely think that they did cause the bubbles towards the end.
That was nothing to do with the heating. That was just a sheer testosterone in the pool at that time.
It was. The sexual tension was off the chart.
It was off the charts.
Grant says to Neil that should be the name of a beer. I'm assuming you mean this one, Hot Tub Beer Time Machine.
Oh, I thought you meant sexual.
Yes.
That's a very long title for a beer.
That would be a great beer name. Hot Tub Beer.
Have you seen the one called Widow Ladder?
Sorry, what?
It's named Widow Ladder. So Widow Ladder, and it's Tiny Widow Ladder. It's called Tiny Widow Ladder, and it's the Toyota TRD Pro. Yeah. It's like a Land Cruiser, and it's got like a big roof rack with a little ladder down the back. And somebody filmed a meme driving along, going, "Oh, look at your TRD Pro with the widow ladder, with the little tiny widow ladder." And so this brewery made a beer called Tiny Widow Ladder. It's just brilliant. It's brilliant.
Pomona Island did something similar, didn't they? Have you seen that video where the kid's going, "Can I pet that dog?"
No, I've not seen that.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Oh, no, I have seen that, yeah.
Southern kid, "Can I pet that dog?" So Pomona Island have done a West Coast IPA and they've called it "Can I Pet That Dog?" So good. Can I pet that dog?
Apparently, sorry, Paul, but John is a legend.
John is a legend.
Can I just add, John, you're going to think I'm really sad now, that I'm apparently a legend because I got a happy birthday message from Alan Fletcher, who is Dr. Carl Kennedy from Neighbours.
Yeah.
No way, from Neighbours.
He called me a legend.
Abby's close mates with Carl Kennedy from Neighbours.
I mean, I have met him twice. What can I say? So yeah, called me a legend. Then he reminded me how long I've actually been watching Neighbours, which makes me feel really old.
Were you that kid, like my mate growing up on my street, Woodlands Close in Peacehaven, and we would be playing out summer, having a great time, water fights. They'd be like, "Got to go now." And we're like, "What?" And he'd be like, "Neighbours is on."
Well, I recorded the 1:45 showing, before it went to Amazon freebie. And then I'd get home from school and I'd watch it, fast forward the ads. Good old days. Love that. That was it. That's what I did.
We couldn't record it unless we had a video player. There was no fast forwarding ads.
Well, I mean, I haven't always done that. It was just
Abby, we had 3 channels growing up. And then it went to 4, and we thought we were outrageous.
I mean, you're just showing your age now, John.
I had a black and white TV in my bedroom.
Did you?
I had a boombox with a little mini telly in it that I bought from a cash converters.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What did we establish? Is this Sam? Is that what we said?
Sam.
Short and stout. Is that Sam? Oh.
Sam Smoley. Smoley.
Is just having a dream. Sorry, guys.
Thank you very much. Fighting Around by Kevin MacLeod. Absolute classic.
Paul, this one's for you. Chris knows nothing about football, but if we go down, you can catch a Taunton Town game. That's a mouthful to say.
At the what? At the
Taunton Town. Taunton Town, go on, get your balls out.
Go on, let it go. Taunton, get him back in the bloody net.
Go, there's a bloody potato, man, not a football. Go on, you bastard.
Shark he says, John, put put a picture of himself on a shirt. How genius is that?
We should all do that.
Lids loves it.
You
We
would
made-
do that, man.
Yeah, what I didn't tell you people that this is actually mine and Lid's make love top. She likes it when I wear this, and I have to make like noises like a big monkey man. Oh yeah, I'm a big monkey man. Oh, monkey man, baby. Oh yeah, look at my sexy body. Oh.
Oh, look what can happen with my boyfriend on my lap.
I mean, I'm just going to leave that comment there whilst you're too busy.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh, liberal tennis.
David, notice how I've not given the chair back to Paul? Because Paul is not...
I've given up on being sensitive.
Excuse me, you have to be sober for this party later.
Yeah,
What?
I've got that problem as well.
Why have I got to be sober?
No, you just got to turn up sober.
Gracie literally said, I want you to dance. I have to be drunk to dance.
You
It's
can't
true.
turn up drunk.
Is that American, Gracie?
Definitely can.
What?
Is that your American mate?
No, Gracie's my cousin.
Ah, she's the one with webbed toes.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a
I mean,
swimmer.
that's-
Yes.
She is a swimmer. fun fact.
Lid's just as
She is,
strong as me.
she is actually a swimmer.
She could have gone to the Olympics, but she discovered alcohol.
Let's see if. Hi, honey. You're live. You're live on Paul's Beer Reviews.
Oh.
Say hello to chat.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, love. Hello.
Lydia, I love you.
Yeah, Lid, you're on loudspeaker, so don't say anything dodgy.
What's up, honey?
They're on the way now, so you need to be coming up.
But I've just got into the flow of it. I've told them about our love making monkey top. I've got my Mountain Dew hat on.
You tell me about our what?
You know the love making monkey top that you make me wear.
Oh, yeah. I don't know you well. I hate it.
She hates it. Casey said, "Daddy, what are you wearing?" That's a bit harsh. Right. Okay, I've got a beer. I'll finish this one off.
Okay.
Right, I love you.
Bye.
Love you.
Anyway, Neil Smith says this could be one of the funniest beer lives ever. We need more Gorilla Truffle Shuffle.
Exactly.
Abby, Paul better be taking you to a nice restaurant for your birthday tonight. No, he's taking me to my cousin's 21st birthday party.
I'm going to be listening to god awful music all night tonight.
You had
Money saving.
what music you wanted?
Do I?
Yes.
I said AC/DC.
At Christmas, she asked you what music was going to get you on the dance floor, so you had your options.
I said AC/DC.
There you go.
AC/DC comes on, I'm dancing.
Listen, I've got a problem.
What?
You know, Quack Norris.
Yeah.
Well, I washed him because he was a bit dirty, and I put him in the tumble dryer, and he shrunk.
That's not Craig Norris.
It is.
That's not really Craig Norris, is it?
Yeah, he shrunk in the wash. Tumble
Craig
dryer
Norris,
does
Craig
everything.
Norris.
Tumble dryer's a killer.
he's been having it off. Craig Norris has been having it off with other ducks, and he's made babies. Be honest.
So apparently, Captain Meat's Adventures is in a lingerie shop.
A lingerie shop.
It's the quiff. It's the quiff.
The Queen.
This is the real Quack Norris. He's here.
That is the right. Just like Craig Norris is a legend. He's been banging all the ducks.
They queue up outside the shed. It's very embarrassing.
Shark wanted to know if Captain Meat tried on all the lingerie.
Yeah, you know he did.
Absolutely.
Captain Meats is an absolute pest.
David Wilson says, "Did you get some nice lingerie?"
Lingiri.
I
Did you get some nice lingerie?
I can't say it normally. You've got to be like lingerie.
Lingerie, you've got to put your French. Oh, monsieur, you got this lingerie, you sexy boy.
Avez-vous le lingerie?
Captain
Ah,
Meat
ben,
says
c'est
it
pas tu-
was a Thongathon.
Thongathon.
Didn't they do a song about thongs? Someone did
Thong,
it. Someone did a song.
Thong, thong, thong.
Thong, thong. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
No pasties, Captain.
Oh, murder pasty.
Is that supposed to be pasty or panties? I take it you won, Captain Meats.
Captain Meat always wins.
Get ready for the return of Donald Trump.
Let's go, Trump.
I actually visited Trump Tower and Trump Hotel whilst I was in New York, and I must say the staff there were very, very, very nice.
Literally, the nicest people we'll meet in New York work for Donald Trump.
Did you Trump in Trump's tower? That's all I want to know. I Trump in Trump's tower.
I was walking around the Trump shop in Trump Tower and I farted multiple times.
He refused to get a coffee there because his words exactly were, "We can get a cheaper coffee elsewhere."
It's true. It's true. Dunkin' Donuts coffee, man. Dunkin' Donuts all the way. Dunkin' Donuts.
Lovely stuff.
Brilliant coffee.
$8 for a coffee.
Ah, outrageous. Dunkin' Donuts. Get a coffee. Tastes like Starbucks.
That's
You're not posing.
That
Excuse
is
me.
literally
Can we just read this comment? The stream got lovelier because I am in control.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just saying.
You're in control.
Outrageous.
John's about to leave us because he's got a host.
It's all right.
All I can say is I made a killing on OnlyFans and the very dark deep web.
You dirty dog. You.
Brilliant. Little Summer Beer Bash at Left-Handed Giant in Bristol last year was great, but very wet.
Oh, you dirty kid.
Ah, it's Graham 101. Beautiful man.
Well, Graham just says beer, beer, beer.
Cheers, Graham. We love you.
Captain thought the dark web blocked you.
Captain Meat's been blocked multiple times.
I'm about half hour away from Brizzle,
Brizzle?
but still have yet to make it to
Left-handed giant.
Left-handed giant.
I'd like to go there, actually.
I want to go to Arbor.
Excuse me, I prefer it as Le Hooker.
Le Hooker.
It's Le Hooker.
New
Okay.
Bristol. So, but Arbor is like, if I'm going to Bristol, Arbor is the first place I'm going.
I love my Uzba and my Vest.
Grant says to Chris, you been to Small Bar? Lovely place.
Small bar.
Lovely. Love Small Bar.
I will
Just
say.
a nightmare trying to get a seat because it's a small bar.
My hat looks a very strange colour on here. It's actually a luminous green.
I mean, it looks lime green for me.
No, it is like full on a luminous green.
Oh.
I'm
John
ready for summer.
something in that shirt, an image that will not escape me forever.
Do you know what, Sharky? I'll make a video just for you.
Apparently, Chris has now got that image in his head.
Oh, yeah.
Sharky says, "You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You are welcome." I'm halfway down a what? A Pentrich ski suit Sunday.
Oh, double IPA.
Do you remember Sunday? What was it called?
Lovely fruity
Ski
goodness.
Sunday. Ski Sunday was awesome as a kid. Down there with it. And then they did that ski jumping, Eddie the Eagle.
Yes, what happened to Ski Sunday?
Well, apparently David Wilson loves a Pentrich.
Pentrich, yeah.
How do you say that? Pentrich?
Growlers, we all have a growler.
Growlers and cans in Guildford have
Oh, could you see me growler?
on keg on a regular basis. Just.
Oh, take a look at my ground.
David Wilson says, "I'm in Brum for birthday weekend." Paul, that's not far from us.
Brum, let's go to Birmingham and get pissed up with David Wilson for his. I meet David Wilson for the 21st.
I've missed an incredibly accurate impression of me.
Oh, Chris, you bloody bastard! You come down here drinking all your bloody beer.
Why would you be drinking all your beer, Abby, on your birthday? That's outrageous. He's a dirty old beer drinker.
That's what he sounds like. He sounds like a bloody bastard.
Chris, I have got to put up with this for 24 hours a day.
He sounds like a bloody southwestern bloody bastard.
Today's National Fun with Flaps Day.
There's a reason why I work for the NHS, okay? They
Sorry.
those 12 hours means that I get 12 hours away.
You can't get no bloody trains on bloody Camborne on Wednesday.
Oh dear. Anyway,
Thank you.
David Wilson says, "Hi Lydia, but it's taken us so long because you lot keep chatting." Lydia, how do you start with it? Well, I can answer that for her. She doesn't.
What you don't see is all that I've actually got a cage that I have to sit in.
No, it's the cage that John goes into.
Yeah, I go into the cage and then she gets the rest of the bedroom.
Chris says, "I believe the thong song was Cisco."
That's it, yeah. I remember that. I was in Zante when I first heard that in a bar.
Are you a Star Trek fan, Chris?
I like you when the beat goes.
I can't do it.
I don't know who Captain Ben Sisko from Star Trek is. I'm sorry.
She got junk for the trunk. Guys like what?
I think I might have caught up.
What do you like? What?
Rasco's. Is it Rasco?
Rasco.
Oh no.
Disco.
Hashtag Disco. Disco. Sorry, I've got to read the whole thing to know who's who. Right, finished packing up at the brewery, so can now listen to you beautiful peeps wanging on with a beer.
Yeah, boy.
Disco.
And then I've actually caught up with the chat for you. You're welcome. Neil says, "Is left-handed giant just showing off hands? What?
Hand shanders?
Shandai.
Shandai.
That's
Showing off hand shander.
Hand shander.
Anyway, you're welcome.
Shander,
Before I've caught you up. Now my turn. No, as we'd sign the job to use facilities because you know.
Have a Jimmy Riddle.
Yeah, we're not allowed to ask for me. Oh gosh.
Oh, what have you done?
I didn't do anything. Go away.
What have you done? Oh, this chair's so much more comfortable. Beer Dog says I still hasn't done my like, comment and subscribe yet. Let me shake it out.
I'm gonna mute. This is too good.
This is too good. I have to so I've got to get my Chris's beer reviews, the Beer Dog beer reviews voice on. I have to like, comment, and subscribe. But you have to like, comment, subscribe. I don't know which way around it goes. So Chris has actually got the softest voice in the world.
That was weak. I feel like that was not there.
No, I think that was rusty. That was rusty. Have another go. Like, comment, and subscribe.
That was there. I'll take that.
Do you reckon
that was like a 7 button.
Yeah. So Chris has kind of got a sexy voice. He doesn't actually sound anything like Jeffro. He should, but he doesn't sound like anything like Jeffro. No. It's annoying that he lives down in the southwest and he don't sound like that. But he should. He should sound like that. Yeah. But he bloody doesn't.
He don't talk like that at all.
Don't talk like that.
He's much more classy than that, is our Chris. I tell you what, I love to. I went Yorkshire then. I love to have a beer with that lad.
I love Chris. He's beautiful, lovely accent.
I got to admit, he's one of them. There's a few people that I genuinely would love to meet in person and have a beer with. Chris is one.
Chris, yeah.
I've met a lot of people already, but Chris is one. Sharky's one for sure.
Neil Long.
Did you have to do
Neil Long. Yeah, I've met Neil Long. So I can't say that. Graham 101, he would be definite candidate. Captain Meats, I've had a beer with him before. Sam Smalley, Aussie mate.
I've had a beer with Chilby.
Yeah.
It was fun.
John just can't wait to have a beer with me. That's what it is.
Yeah, always, Abby.
So you got to love right-handed giant.
It's just Abby when you get violent and you start spanking me. I just don't like.
Yeah, start beating people up. It's not right.
I mean, have you told everyone, John, how much of a bad influence Lids is when it comes to cocktails? I mean, she's.
It's true. Oh man, we went out with Jamie, who owns Salt and Ossett Brewery, and. We bumped into them. We were actually going home. We were just about to jump on the train to go home. And we kind of collared each other, sat down, and Jamie is probably one of the most generous people you'll ever meet.
He's a lovely guy. Lovely guy.
Very grounded. When you think what he's worth and what he owns, he's a very grounded individual.
Yeah.
And, well, we just had a wild time.
We got annihilated on his dollar at his salt bar. Well, we were annihilated before we got to the salt bar, to be fair.
He said
Liz was a real bad influence, and she forced me to drink all those cocktails.
She did. It was all Lid's fault.
It was all-
literally the girls were having cocktails, right? And Jamie said, "Can you bring this same order out every 15 minutes?" And the guy looked. He was like, "Really?" I was like, "Oh my god, we're gonna die." And yeah, I know he was mental. And then we went to another bar randomly, and he bought you. I knew I'd had enough. I was done. I was trying to bring myself round, and he bought you a Japanese whiskey that was like what, 100 quid, 50 quid, something like that.
Yeah, silly amount of money. It was a ridiculously old whiskey. Yeah.
And then you then proceeded to try not to be sick all the way home.
I did. I went to their facilities and I sat there. I thought about it for a little while because I thought I was going to go because I got all hot and sweaty. I was like, I'm going to throw up. So I bolted to the toilets, sat there for a little while thinking about life. And then when I came back, Jamie had gone. He'd vanished. And then we got a taxi home from Leeds back to Huddersfield and I wasn't sick. I was quite happy with
Yeah,
myself.
but the whole way home, you were going, "Don't even talk to me."
Yeah, I was. I was like, don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. Don't even breathe
Oh
on
my god, you shrunk.
me.
1-0.
Oh, shut your face. How's about you shut your face? How about that?
1-0.
How about you shut your face? And when you get relegated, I won't say nothing to you. How about
When we
that?
get relegated.
Transformed into two children.
Yes. Oh, Micah.
Yeah.
Micah, stop talking. You're too loud.
Okay.
It's all right. He's a bully. He's a bully. All right.
Oh, Kobe.
Shut up. You can't even say anything because he won.
Kobe. Yeah. Smells.
Are you getting Greek, you two?
No.
Just you wait, Kobe. Just you wait. See that finger? See that finger?
You know what's
I
going to
will
happen
shove
to it? This is
I
going to
will
happen.
take that finger and we'll stick up your bum. That's what I'm going to do.
This is what's going to happen to this finger. It's going to go like this.
You know they're coming up shortly. And you know how big he is and how small you
They're
are.
not coming up the table, though.
Hold that, hang on. Whoa. Just you wait till you get relegated. Just you wait.
And we'll get back to the Premier League, and then we'll win the Champions League again.
No, you won't.
And then, yeah.
You get relegated, and they're going to take all your dodgy money off you.
And then you'll still be
nothing.
spending trophies.
How long have you supported City, Kobe?
10 years.
Give over. How old are you?
Just because you're old.
10.
No, you're
No,
not.
I'm
11. You had your
11.
birthday, you sponge.
11.
Right, we're going to have to go because we've got guests. And I'm wearing my great having guest outfit.
Right. Yeah, we have actually got to get ready. Yeah. What's
Oh.
it's 6 o'clock. Right, we're gonna wrap up tonight in a minute. Just John, you need to let Kobe and Micah know now that City are going to get relegated.
No, we're not.
They're going to lose all their trophies because they cheated to get them.
No,
Right.
we didn't.
And then when they do, I'm going to laugh in your face with a Tottenham shirt.
No.
Well,
Now,
then imagine your face when you come with a Man City shirt on, like you lost.
that won't ever happen.
It will.
I
Because we're gonna.
only follow real football teams. Manchester City aren't a real football team.
So Kobe, do you want to hear a story? The reason why he supports Tottenham is genuinely just because his aunt used to live right next to the stadium. And then he got it tattooed on his arm, and now he can't go back.
Now we know the truth. Right,
But
we've got to go. We've got to go.
Yeah.
I've got to go.
Bye
Otherwise,
bye.
I love you guys. I love the chat. Thank you for having me on.
Bye.
Oh, Bunker says, "Oh, yeah, brother." But I've got to go. I've got to go because I've got a guess. Love you all.
I love you.
Oh man, looking forward to you guys coming up. Cheers, David Wilson, Sharky, Grant, Beer Dog Reviews, my man Chris. We've got who else have I not said? Neil Smith,
I've got to go, and now he's listing everyone in the chat.
Disco,
Hello, John.
Captain Meats, Grain 101, George, all you guys. You're flipping awesome. Love you. And maybe if you annoy me enough, go to my Nerd in Motion Instagram and just say, John, do a live stream, do a live stream, do a live stream.
Check out Nerd in Motion. Nerd in Motion. Check him out. Check him out.
John's a nerd.
He's John.
Right. Monkman's gone.
Monkman.
Anyway,
He's gonna go work out with his boyfriend on his lap.
Absolutely. Always the way.
we've got to go anyway.
We have.
See you later.
Yeah, chat.
Don's gone. And yeah, we've actually got to get a wriggle on as well because apparently I've got to have a shower and get ready to go out. Let's catch up with the chat. Chris should trademark that. Much appreciated. I'd love to have a bit, mate. Chris, it's got to happen. It's got to happen.
We'll sort it out.
But only when done in a very calm mid-Atlantic accent. Yes, Chris. All right, lads. Can we give it to Paul? No, shot. Don't encourage him. The douche. Cobra Micah. Relegated to League 2. They're going down, mate. They're going down. They're going to get done. Shot says, happy birthday, Abby. Everyone have a great night and weekend.
Woohoo!
Thank you, Johnson, David, TTFN, and TTFN. Ta-ta for now. Thank you, Grant. We appreciate it. Thank you, Beard Dog. It's also acceptable to subscribe, comment, and like. Any order will do. Thank you, Disco. It will. Cheers, Kevin. That West Country accent is all over the place from Cornwall to Bristol. It is well dodgy. It is well dodgy. I need to do a live again. Maybe one evening this weekend. Do it. I'm gonna go. I've got to get ready to go out. Thank you so much for everyone who has tuned in this afternoon. It's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. I'm now half cut, and I'm gonna have a shower, and I'm now ready for a party. I love each and every one of you. I don't know what I just said there. I love each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. People who support the channel. Incredible. Yeah. You know what I mean. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. I wish I could stay with you all night, but I can't. But I will do another one. Very, very soon. No, I don't want to do shots now. It's too late. I will do another one very, very soon. This has been a lot of fun. I will see you all soon, guys. Take care of yourselves. Have a good night. Enjoy your beer. Support the industry. Buy beers directly from the breweries. Don't go to the supermarkets. Buy from the breweries. Keep this thing alive because there's some great stuff being done. We love you. From Abby.
We love you too.
And from me, we love you. Take care. Goodbye. Love you.